checking out the latest reveal of what's in store for the Elder Scrolls Online in 2022. There has been some leaks and also a trailer which we've already done a breakdown, so we'll see how much of what we saw is true. This episode, by the way, is sponsored by G Fuel. You can grab 30% off from the link below with code ESO. It's going to be 30% off all the way through until the weekend, so grab it while it's hot. It's like the first time we got this in 2022. It's going to be a big celebration, so prepare yourself, my friends. Let me swap over to the screen here so you guys can see what's going on. Currently, we're just chilling out here with a Q&A, as you guys can see. They're just asking some questions regarding ESO, and let me know if you know any of them in the comments. But it's good to see you guys, man. I'm excited for this. We're going to an area we've never explored before in the Elder Scrolls Online. We're going to an island that we've not actually seen. It's not really mentioned in the lore other than by name. And we know that it's going to be the island of Systres, which is like a group of 3 little islands off the west coast of Tamriel near Hammerfell. Or it could be there's like a smaller island a bit further away from those, I think a little bit further to the west in the Abecean Sea, and that's called the island of Pankor. Now, it could be that one because the concept art that's been leaked does kind of look like it's a sort of circular island with a central bit in the middle, and kind of like we saw in the trailer as well. It looks very similar to that layout. So I'm kind of thinking that it could actually be a group of islands that we get to explore. We do know that it is going to be based around Bretons. So this is kind of like, I think they're one of the few races that hasn't been covered in the Elder Scrolls Online. It hasn't had like a chapter like Black Marsh that's centered around the Argonians. This is going to be called the High Isles. It's going to be centered around Bretons. So we'll see how much of the speculation we got right. But I'm excited for this because it's going to be something we've like never explored before in the lore. So that's why it's going to be good, because they're just going to get to like make up, I guess, what it looks like and what's going on there. So it's going to be good. I'm excited. How do you claim the crab pet? Yeah, so the Elder Scrolls Online is giving away a crab pet as well. I think it's just on Twitch. So if you just have the Twitch stream on in the background with your account connected, your ESO account connected, then that's probably like the best way to make sure you get it. But I've not checked the details myself. Is this DLC? Can it be brought? Yeah, it'll be, so like each year the Elder Scrolls Online has like a new chapter, and they'll have like yearly content that's just released alongside it. Usually you'll have like a couple of dungeons that come out first, and then you'll get like the storyline segment of the chapter that's released around summertime this year. And then you'll get some more sort of dungeons, and then you'll get the second part of the storyline that's released. So last year we covered the Elder Scrolls Online Blackwood, which was based in kind of like in Cyrodiil, like a little bit of Leowen was in there from the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And that was really good. It was about Dagon coming into Tamriel and trying to take back Tamriel into his plane of Oblivion once again and just destroy everything. We're actually going to be going back and streaming the second part of that tomorrow. So if you've not played the Elder Scrolls Online before and you want to see what the gameplay is like, that would be a great time for you just to jump in the stream tomorrow, which is already linked below and scheduled, so you can set a reminder and just sort of see what the game's about with some uncut live stream gameplay. But I always come back to this game like once a year just for like the lore and story. We're like 15 minutes of it starting. You can see this little timer in the top right there, guys. Or can you? My head's in the way. One sec. Let me... There we go. This timer up here. Just here. That's the timer until it actually starts. So we got time, man. Got time to chill. Thanks, by the way, for the guys becoming members there. Too busy chatting. DJ Ace, thank you so much. And Kev Guzma. Great name. Did Tamriel belong to Dagon then? No, so Dagon's had multiple... He's like one of the Daedric princes of destruction. And he's had multiple failed attempts across time to try and destroy Tamriel and failed repeatedly, really. Like in Oblivion, that was like the main story, which is failure there. So they basically introduced into the lore that in the second era, he also tried to take Tamriel once again. Good afternoon, Ninja. How's it going, man? Good to see you on the chat. It's been ages since I've live streamed. I got COVID in between now and the new year, so I've been a bit of a slow start, guys. But it's good to see you all in the chat, man. I'm excited to just have like the next few days just going all out on the Elder Scrolls Online and streaming loads of stuff. It's gonna be good fun, man. I hope you're having a good day. I am. Thank you. Something has to hold us over until the Elder Scrolls 6. That is right, Mohammed. That is so true. I think that's why I'm... Pankor Cameron disagrees. I'm sure he does. Orcs were first added as a playable race within which entry in the Elder Scrolls series? I believe it was Daggerfall, wasn't it? Elder Scrolls 3? Or was it before that? They also had werebores in Daggerfall. It just seems really weird though, right? Like, orcs have always been a fantasy race. To think that orcs were at one point not in the Elder Scrolls series is just strange. Before becoming masters of their own destinies, Bretons were ruled by which race? I don't actually know that. Probably the High Elves though, right? Those elitist scum. Can hate them for everything. Is ESO good? I want to get it. I'll be live streaming the game itself tomorrow. But I'll let you know. So far, I've always enjoyed coming back to it on a yearly basis. And I enjoy like the lore and story aspects of it. Some of the chapters I've played through are better than others. Sometimes the story's amazing, other times it like falls flat. But most of the time, like I enjoy the time I spend doing it. Otherwise, I wouldn't come back to it every year. But the content, they keep it up. They keep on like adding things that are new and exciting. And especially now, like we'll be going to somewhere we've never been before, so that's going to be really interesting. The Snow Elves. I mean, who didn't? The Imperial. Yeah, the Outlaw. Which items are used to change the traits of armor and weapons? So that's like an Elder Scrolls Online question. I can't actually remember. They have like a currency for that though. It's always annoying because you have to collect it. Transmute crystals, there you go. Couldn't remember the name. It's been about a year. When will your next Skyrim playthrough stream be? I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably going to be playing for ESO the next few days, and then we'll see in between. I've got like a lot of Skyrim like guides planned though. A lot of stuff I'm excited about covering. And I've been doing like loads of Skyrim shorts videos. Just like quick tips and tricks videos, which you can see if you go on like the main channel page and scroll down, you'll see them all. Will you do the Elder Scrolls 6 when it comes out? Of course. Of course I will. What is the name of the Nord god, sometimes referred to as the World Eater, who is prophesied to bring about the apocalypse? Very cool. It's actually based on Norse mythology, that as well. Somewhat, Alduin is inspired by it. But Alduin is also voiced by Mario, your childhood hero, the Eater of Worlds. Could you imagine if they ever did like a crossover? Fantastic. If you don't get this one, you haven't played Skyrim enough. Yeah, I mean, Eater of the Worlds is the big giveaway. What region do the Bretons call home? High Rock. Have you played Chivalry 2? I've live streamed it a few times actually, yeah. What is your favorite Elder Scrolls Online chapter so far? I think Elsewhere. I have a lot of fond memories from Elsewhere because they added necromancers, which was awesome. And like the whole thing was just revolved around dragons, strong characters, interesting storyline. It was exciting. I really enjoyed that one. What region do the Bretons... Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. We already answered that. What's the next question? Come on, guys. We gotta get all these questions right. Will you play more beyond Skyrim? Have they done updates to it? I would love to. I think it's an awesome project. More Skyrim is always win. What great green dragon was unleashed into elsewhere after years of imprisonment within the halls of the Colossus? After just raving about the Elsewhere chapter, I honestly cannot remember his name, but it led to some very cool boss fights. Elder Scrolls needs a tabletop game. Dude, they have a tabletop game. But one sec, let me link this. I'm gonna find my tabletop channel. Then I'm gonna link. This is like the latest sort of stuff they did. If you click that link to that other video. So the guys called Modifius make like a whole tabletop game with miniatures for the Elder Scrolls, and it's really good. They also have a board game as well, which I also covered. We did like an on-stream playthrough with it. There's a miniatures game and a board game. What is your all-time favorite one-handed weapon? I think, damn. It's a difficult question. The Blade of Woe is definitely one that goes through, like, back to Oblivion and even Morrowind. But, like, especially Oblivion, the first time I got that weapon, it was just such an awesome weapon. Then they upgraded it for you as well, after you did, like, the questline of the Dark Brotherhood. And that, it just holds a lot of fond memories for assassinating people. What arid region lies on the southern border of High Rock? Yeah, Hammerfell. What is the special strain of vampirism developed by Lady Essina that strengthens the speed and strength of those already afflicted with vampirism? I don't remember it, but I played through it, so I should. It would be cool, man. Who's your favorite character in Skyrim? Definitely Nazim, hands down. Obviously, Lydia is one of my favorite NPCs. Just the dream, isn't she? Let's be honest. We've got 5 minutes left, guys. 5 minutes. Do you think Skyrim really belongs to the Nords? You know, it's an interesting topic of discussion. Like, what is going to be the canon ending of Skyrim? Like, who will win the Civil War? We'll find out in the Elder Scrolls 6. And I think it will have quite a detrimental effect on the storyline of the Elder Scrolls 6 and what's going on with the Aldmeri, I mean, not the Aldmeri Dominion, the Thalmor, the High Elves, and who they're invading and attacking. Because I think the Red Guards and Hammerfell would be their next place that they're trying to conquer. And Todd Howard did talk about in interviews that he wants to do like bigger battles for the Elder Scrolls 6 and lots of people on screen and so on. So it could be quite pivotal. Who knows? Who knows what the story is? Which order of knights are tasked with the purpose of guarding Breton royalty? I don't know that one. This role is very annoying. He's love-hate. I like his comedic value. Right, we are 4 minutes away, friends. I'm very excited. If you could pick any race to be added later as the playable race in ESO, what race would it be? I'd want to play as a Sea Elf. Sea Elves are really cool. They had like a tiny little island and like storyline in the Elder Scrolls Online already, and I really enjoyed it. Also, they have like this Age of Sigmar army that kind of reminds me of what Sea Elves would be. So I also like that. But yeah, Sea Elves very cool. I mean, Snow Elves are also cool. They're all humanoid though. It'd be interesting to see something a bit more bizarre, wouldn't it? Though we know that they're not going to add any non-humanoid races. In fact, a lot of people get hyped about the idea of them releasing a race, like a new race to the Elder Scrolls Online. Personally, I don't care about that. I'd rather have like a new class or a new skill line. I think that's much more exciting. Or even like a new weapon skill line would be awesome. Like, man, spears would be cool, right? Obviously, you have some of the Templar skill lines, but it's not like an actual spear. So I'd be excited to see something like that. We don't know what the new mechanic of this chapter is going to be, though. It could be anything. Like last year in Elder Scrolls Online Blackwood, they released followers, which was interesting, though it did make me feel more alone playing the game solo, because I just had a character repeating the same stuff after like several hours. Then before that, I think, what did they release? Elsewhere they did Necromancers. Then in Morrowind they did the Warden class. I can't remember what they released with Skyrim. I think they did like a revamp of the Vampire skill line, which was pretty awesome. So I'm excited to see what they've got for us this year. Yeah, guys, G Fuel is 30% off. For those of you asking what I'm drinking, it's a sugar-free energy drink. It's really good. Even Bethesda have their own flavor. This is the Doom Spicy Demonade flavor. They've also got Sour Demonade, but I definitely prefer the spicy one. Currently, I'm drinking Miami Nights, which is kind of like, it's quite tropical, sort of like almost coconutty flavor. Some of these character screenshots are insanely good. Look at this one. It looks really good. Did they add like a photography option in the Elder Scrolls Online? Look, the depth of field in this picture is amazing. Or like people just editing these after. Damon, thanks for the donation. In the Elder Scrolls 6, what do you think would have happened to the Dragonborn of Skyrim? I think he might come back as an Easter egg, kind of like how the Ebony Warrior is considered the hero of Kvatch from Oblivion. You know, like other distant travelers and heroes exist throughout the Elder Scrolls game, so I think he could return. Where did you get the thumbnail artwork from? That is leaked artwork. That's what the High Isles, that's what this is going to be. That's what we're going to watch here today, my friends. I'm very excited to see it. My friends, if you're just joining the stream, welcome. This is the ESO 2022 premiere of what is going to be on the Elder Scrolls Online in 2022. There has been some leaked imagery, and we know it's going to be called the High Isles, but we'll see what actually is going to be there in this video. It's sponsored by G Fuel, the sugar-free energy drink, so you can get 30% off it until pretty much the end of the weekend from the link below, and use code ESO to get that 30% off. Krill, thanks, Krill Gaming, thanks for becoming a member. The Ebony Warrior is the hero of Kvatch. I mean, he could be. There's some like interesting lore stories about this. He's a red guard. I mean, you know, when you have unnamed heroes like that, there's a lot of fun you can do with it. He could also be, there's like a lore theory about him being, ooh, here we go. 7 seconds. Oh my God. Let's see what we have in 2022. Starting off with the trailer. Starting off strong.
Set nearly 1,000 years before the events in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion and the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls Online lets you take part in the stories set within the compelling history and deep lore of the Elder Scrolls franchise. Designed to be played exactly the way you want to play, you can start wherever you like. With no level restrictions and no subscription required, this massive world is yours to explore, alone or with friends. Choose a favorite location or storyline and jump in. From the capital cities of the Three Alliances to the magical Somerset Isles, from the Khajiit territory of Elsewhere to Morrowind, the home of the Dark Elves, from frozen Skyrim in the north to the endless swamps of Blackmarsh, adventure is everywhere. Options for creating and personalizing characters in the Elder Scrolls Online are almost without limit. With access to a multitude of adventures all across the width and breadth of Tamriel, and the freedom to play wherever and however you like. It's time to begin your Elder Scrolls story.
Good warm up.
Are you ready to forge your own legend?
Are you ready? Battle Brothers.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the show. I know you're all excited to see the amazing things we have coming up this year, But before we get started, I'd like to take a minute and just talk about the video you just saw. It was a brief description of some of the basic systems of ESO, but the game itself is so much more than that. And I really mean it. ESO is just as much a virtual world as it is a game. As over 20 million of you know, it's part of your lives. Over the last 2 years, we know that so many of you found some temporary respite from the world by spending time in Tamriel. We're so proud and so humbled to help, even in this small way. Everyone at ZeniMax Online is continually reminded that we make the game, but you make it awesome. That's why I want to take a minute to welcome you. Those of you who have been with us from the beginning, those of you who have joined us recently, and the many new players who are looking for a new fantasy virtual world to call home. Welcome to you all. Those new to the game will quickly find that ESO's greatest strength is providing so many different ways to live your virtual life in Tamriel. Solo, group co-op, PvP, crafting, decorating your home, chatting with friends, it's all there. We've got a ton of new things to share with you in today's show. For starters, this year-long adventure will be a return to our storytelling roots. Instead of another Daedric invasion story, 2022 will feature a tale of political intrigue and subterfuge unfolding in a location you have never seen before in an Elder Scrolls game.
We're right.
Ever. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to my good friend Pete Hines, who is on set and ready to go.
Yes, Pete, let's go. Love it when they bring Pete Hines on. 20 million lifetime players.
Welcome, everyone, to the 2022 Elder Scrolls Online Global Reveal event. Today, you're getting an in-depth look at the next year-long adventure in the Elder Scrolls Online. And, as Matt mentioned, the team at ZeniMax Online Studios is excited to share exclusive new details about a part of the Elder Scrolls that's never been explored before. And stick around for a special ESO Live after the show, where we'll go over the upcoming chapter, as well as new details surrounding our first DLC in this year's adventure. With me once again is the one and only Rich Lambert. Hey, Rich.
Hey, Pete.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm really, really excited to be here, and hello to everybody back home.
Congrats on 20 million players. It's a huge accomplishment. For the folks tuning in who may not know a lot about Elder Scrolls Online, give us a sense of what is Elder Scrolls Online?
ESO is an Elder Scrolls game, first and foremost, and it is a game about your personal journey through the world. With One Tamriel, we removed all the arbitrary level gates that prevent you from exploring, and you can just pick a direction and go and do whatever you want.
And there's a ton of stuff you can spend your time doing. It's not just like go fight things or do quests, but it's really a breadth of content.
It is. There's so much to do in Elder Scrolls Online, and it ranges from questing to PvP, housing, crafting, the justice system. There's also loads of group-oriented content in our dungeons and trials. We've also got a number of collection-based systems that players can participate in. So from treasure hunting to antiquities, collecting lore books, and it's just the list goes on and on and on. It's a massive game.
It's an Elder Scrolls game, but it's online. There's a ton of stuff to do, just like you would expect in an Elder Scrolls game. And much like an Elder Scrolls game, it has an amazing community around it that's built up around ESO. Talk a little bit about the folks that have really made this game what it is.
They're really what makes the game special. It's the community that makes the world come alive. They are incredibly supportive. They just love sharing their love of Elder Scrolls with other players, and are hands down the best community in games.
These folks are truly what make this game special. And, you know, if you want help, they're always there waiting to help you out. But it's really up to you to decide whether you want to play this game by yourself or spend time playing with others.
Absolutely. This is an online game, so you're bound to run across other players. But it's your choice if you want to interact with them or not.
They've got followers
and I
now.
highly recommend that you do so, because the social bonds that you develop with those players can last a lifetime.
It is
and if you want to play online, but by yourself, but not by yourself, you also have companions, which are NPCs that you can bring along with you. And what does a companion do for you?
A companion is your personal adventuring buddy. They're always there for you, and they can help you out progress through the world. So if you need a little bit of help tanking enemies, you need some extra damage, you need some healing, they're always going to be there for you.
So last question for me before we jump in, because I know you're all super excited to hear what's new. You shared some exciting news last year for the Spanish-speaking community, and I wondered if you had any new details to share with those folks about what's coming.
We do. So back in October, we announced that Spanish localization was coming to ESO in 2022. We're very excited to let everybody know that it will be available with this year's chapter in June. And we're also excited to let you all know that the Spanish forums for the Elder Scrolls Online are live today.
So if you want to come join us on ElderScrollsOnline.com, we've got the Spanish forums up and running live, and we look forward to seeing our Spanish community there.
Ironically,
Great
it
stuff,
says in English.
But I know everybody's ready to get to that new content, so what do you got for us?
So I'd like to welcome everybody to High Isle, the next chapter of the Elder Scrolls Online and the centerpiece of this year's Legacy of the Bretons adventure. Let's check out our new cinematic trailer.
Yes! I'm so excited for the cinematics of ESO. It looks beautiful. From the original trailer, the Breton assassin. Oh, they brought back the trio! Symbol we saw in the trailer. There he is. Must have been the wind. Oh, this build up, what's gonna happen? This is before he gets turned into a zombie. All three alliances politicians. So this is one of the Bretons' lords. Oh, sick!
So we just got our first look at the Elder Scrolls Online High Isle. Rich, give us a little background on this year's adventure.
This year's adventure is called Legacy of the Bretons, and our focus is on exploring Breton lore and culture. It's a story that's being told over 4 major updates this year, and as Matt said earlier, we're kind of going back to our roots in terms of storytelling. This is going to feel like a classic Elder Scrolls game. The Bretons are this traditional medieval feudal society with knights, noble houses, and of course all the politics that surround that.
Politics. Our fans love politics, Rich. Especially in the Elder Scrolls, at least. So for those familiar with Tamriel in the second area, or maybe not, talk a little bit about the Three Banners War and where it's left Tamriel.
Sure, so the Three Banners War is currently raging throughout Tamriel, and it has left the land fractured, with all the factions vying for power over Cyrodiil and the Imperial City. And this year-long story is focused on a dream to end that war. It's gonna be an adventure.
It's always an adventure. Now, High Isle is a spot that most fans are not going to be familiar with. It's a bit of an unknown.
It is. It is a location that's never been explored before in an Elder Scrolls game. High Isle is one of the 4 islands in the Systres archipelago, which is an island chain located far to the southwest of Daggerfall and northwest of Somerset, and has only ever been documented by a single map in Redguard.
Yeah.
And it's really, really exciting for us to be able to do something completely different this year, completely new, and we can't wait to share it with everybody.
Now, we're focused on the Bretons this year. Tell us a little bit more about the Bretons and their culture. What can we expect to learn in this year's adventure?
When you go to High Isle, you are going to see that this is the epitome of Breton culture. This is feudal, medieval castles and tournament grounds. This is a resort destination for Tamriel's wealthy. And as it's far removed from the mainland, it's a bit of a safe haven and therefore a perfect location for secret peace talks between the Alliance delegates. And these peace talks are being hosted by the Society of the Steadfast, which is a new faction led by an extremely wealthy noble in High Isle named Baron Vaquero. And of course, this is an Elder Scrolls story. So, of course, there are groups out there who stand to profit and gain power due to the war. So any hint of peace talks could quickly result in an opposition and sabotage.
Do we know who's behind preventing these peace talks?
We do. So there are whispers of a secret society named the Ascendant Order who threaten to ruin the peace talks. They're led by the Ascendant Lord, and I'm going to leave the rest up to the players to figure out.
Ooh, cliffhanger. Now, it's been a while since ZOS had the opportunity to create and add completely new elements to the Elder Scrolls, so this has to be exciting for you.
It is amazing. It's fun to go back and re-envision content, but conceptualizing an entire region from scratch is daunting. So who better to talk about that than our art director, CJ Greb, and he's going to walk us through it.
Dude.
Hi, everyone. As always, it's very exciting to be part of creating a brand new Elder Scrolls story. This time, it's the Systres Archipelago, and it's especially exciting to get to build a little-known and never-before-explored corner of the Elder Scrolls world. Our concept team began finding inspiration for the island's look from the beautiful windswept shores of the Mediterranean. We see stunning waterfalls, imposing cliffs, and oceanside beaches that one would find scattering the coast of the Mediterranean Sea. The landscape highlights the natural beauty of the island, but their civilization as well. Our team knew how important such an edition of the world could be to the deep history and lore of the Bretons, and how important that would be to so many fans of Elder Scrolls.
Yes,
we leaned into the architectural and cultural traditions from medieval and feudal Europe, knowing this could be blended into our established Breton designs from the base game. The dense city streets of Gonfalon Bay and the idyllic coastal palace of Castle Navir are prime examples of the imposing Breton structures and hidden underground catacombs born from that work. Players will also find medieval fanfare and splendor on the tournament grounds where nobility and commoner alike enjoy festivities. The nobles treat High Isle like a resort, and that's reflected in the way the nobles dress. High Isle elite always dress in their finest, projecting their status as not only the leaders of the great family houses, but their barely hidden ambitions to command the archipelago with total power. All of this pomp and circumstance gave us the opportunity to return to the classic medieval armor and attire so distinct of the Breton style: plate armor, tabards, and heraldry. The beauty of High Isle shines like a beacon to the rest of Tamriel. But it can't all be sandy beaches and sunflowers.
Love that tower.
The dark side of High Isle's success lies directly to the north. There, across the water, you'll find the dense, deadly jungle island of Amanos. This area serves as a prison for criminals and dissidents deemed unworthy of High Isle.
Like
once inside, there are no guards, no law, and little chance of escape.
Amazing.
Good luck.
That sounds really cool.
There's more than 2 locations that players can look forward to, as the Systres Archipelago is an island chain. Players will get to explore throughout the year.
Okay, so we're going to unlock the others
High
later
Isle
in the
is
year.
one part of the legacy of the Bretons, what we call our year-long adventure. Rich, what else can folks expect?
We're going to start this year off in March with the Ascending Tide DLC, and that adds 2 new dungeons. And stories from that DLC set the tone and provide backstory for the events that kick off in the High Isle chapter in June. And of course, this is a year-long story, so we're going to continue it in Q3 and Q4 later this year.
And it doesn't matter how much you've played ESO in order to experience the new content, right?
Right, both new and returning players can jump in at any time. That's the beauty of ESO. You don't have to level up through years of older content. You don't have to play it in a specific order. You can just jump in and play at your own pace.
Now let's hear from our community team on how you can get started with High Isle today.
Hey everyone, we're here to let you know that starting right now, you can pre-purchase the Elder Scrolls Online High Isle for all platforms. This new chapter will launch on June 6th for PC, Mac, and Stadia, and June 21st on consoles. And just as a reminder, ESO is available on Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5, which features 4K high fidelity and 60 FPS performance modes. If you already own the game, you can get this version as a free upgrade. As for High Isle, you can pre-purchase by visiting ElderScrollsOnline.com or one of many online retailers. Now, when you pre-purchase the chapter, you'll immediately receive a matching set of the Pale Frost Elk mount and the limited-time Pale Frost Fawn pet. Though keep in mind, the pet is only available if you pre-purchase now through April 4th.
We have a few different ways to hop in and start your adventure in ESO. And if you're wondering which version is right for you, well, we're here to break it down. If you're new to the game and want to dive in right now, the ESO Collection High Isle is for you. This collection gets you instant access to everything the base game has to offer, along with all 5 previous annual chapters. You can play in any order, however you like. So you can begin your Tamriel adventure today, and of course, you'll have full access to High Isle once it launches in June.
Alternatively, if you already own the base game or any of the previous chapters, you'll want to grab the upgrade version.
We also have collector's editions available that are great for new and existing players alike. These editions contain even more bonus items that will be available when High Isle launches, like a brand new mount type and an epic armor outfit style. So what about new merch? We've got that too. If you want to get your hands on some sweet High Isle merch, we have brand new items available for pre-purchase on the Bethesda Gear store, like this Ascendant Lord statue, new High Isle t-shirt, key art lithograph, and more.
We'll both be back right after today's show to give you a first look at the Ascending Tide DLC and Update 33, show off some additional ESO merch, and more. So stick around and we'll see you all soon.
And now let's hear from Loremaster Lehman. He's got details on the story you'll experience in High Isle and some of the characters you'll meet along the way.
You can get the base game linked below.
I am so psyched to be part of the team bringing a brand new story and new setting to the world of Elder Scrolls. Exploring the legacy of the Bretons provided us with a great opportunity to dig into the history, the culture, and the geography of Western Tamriel. While the Systres archipelago has gone unexplored until now, every aspect of its history and culture has roots in the lore of Tamriel. And we have had a blast taking the Bretons out to sea and building High Isle into something familiar, but also profoundly unique. To begin, let's touch on who the Bretons are. They're a fascinating race with a really complex history that hasn't really been touched on in previous Elder Scrolls adventures. The Bretons are a hybrid race, the descendants of both humans and elves, which gives them a unique perspective on Nirn's oldest feud, the conflict between men and Mer. It's a lot more than just knights in shining armor. One of the most distinctive parts of Breton culture is how it's organized. High Isle is an openly feudal society that has a lot in common with the European-style feudalism we see in the mid to late Middle Ages. Peasants and sailors labor at the bottom, while nobles engage in an endless dance of palace intrigues, political marriages, and shifting alliances at the top. In the throne rooms of High Rock and the Sisters Isles, ruthlessness can be a virtue, so watch your back. It's not all sinister plotting and knives in the dark, though. The high romance of Arthurian legend has a place here, too. Many Breton nobles are stuck navigating court conspiracies, sure, but others, the shining knights of old, set out on grand quests for adventure and glory. And there's plenty of glory to be found in the wilds of High Isle and Amanos.
That almost sounds cool.
You won't do it alone, though. A few of our favorite ESO characters from High Rock and elsewhere are returning to lend a hand. Jakarn, professional thief and raconteur, and Captain Zaji, the Khajiit captain of the Perfect Pounce, will both help you untangle the plots of the Ascendant Order.
Probably gonna rob
the
you.
Zealots of the Ascendant Order are the chief antagonists here in the Sisters. These well-armed fanatics want to bring about a new utopia without crowns or thrones, and they're willing to kill as many people as necessary to make that happen. You'll definitely want to keep an eye out for their leaders, too, the Ascendant Lord and his chief lieutenant, the Ascendant Magus. These mysterious rulers may have influence that runs deep in the Sisters Isles. High Isle is packed full of intrigue, adventure, and exciting Breton lore. I can't wait for you to visit the Sisters. You're really going to dig it.
We've discussed the upcoming story and location for our High Isle, but we have a new game system coming with this chapter as well. And I've been waiting this whole time to talk about it because it features something I love. It's a collectible card game.
You're right, and we're calling this new system Tales of Tribute. It's a collectible card game that is played entirely within ESO. This is something I've always wanted to see come to ESO, and I'm super excited we're finally able to add it.
So how will Tales of Tribute be integrated into the game? Like, am I playing it wherever I want? Is it certain situations? How does this work?
You're generally going to be able to play it anywhere. You'll find it in taverns throughout Tamriel. You can also just go up to somebody and challenge them directly, or you can find a match in the group UI. And in addition, there is a storyline that you could advance by challenging certain NPCs throughout the world, or you can play against other players as it has its own ranking system as well.
So there's a single player kind of thing, and there's also a PvP with its own ranking system. Oh, this is getting better and better. Now, how do I earn new cards, new decks? I assume there's some of both. How do I go about doing that?
Yeah, so once you complete the tutorial, you unlock the 4 starter decks, and that's what gets you into playing right away. And then as you explore the world, you complete the quests, you will start to unlock and find new patron decks that add to your cards. You will also find unique individual upgraded cards as well. So there's lots of exploration tacked on top of it.
So you said this CCG was different than other ones. So which one is this like? Is this a resource building game? Is this a combat game? What am I going to be doing?
So this is a resource building game where you're both working towards trying to reach the victory point goal. And you can do that in a bunch of different ways. You can use the patrons themselves to curry favor, to help you advance through it. So it's all about strategy rather than combat.
And essentially, we're on a race to get to a certain number of points, gather the most resources before our opponent does, right? What kind of rewards do I unlock in the game? Like, I assume I'm just not unlocking cards and decks. Do I get to unlock stuff in ESO itself?
Absolutely. There are tons of different rewards in this, ranging from cosmetics to furnishings to gold to crafting materials, including transmute stones, which is something players really, really want.
You want that
so there's really something for everyone here.
To a card game.
And I really want to enforce one big point when it comes to Tales of Tribute. And that is, you're not going to be at a disadvantage if you're playing someone who's already unlocked all the cards, all the upgrade cards, because at the start of the game, you pick 2 decks to put into play. Your opponent picks 2 decks. They're shuffled together, and you both play from that same common deck.
So it's not only balanced so that I can play somebody who's been playing forever unlocked, but I also get maybe a chance to try some cards or decks that I haven't unlocked yet.
Absolutely, yeah.
Super cool. So excited about this, and I'm sure we got a lot more to share on this.
We do. We just scratched the surface. This is a really big system. So as we get closer to PTS, we'll give a lot more detail and have a big deep dive on this. So stay tuned. We're really, really excited for it.
I did not expect this.
Now, pardon my terrible pun, but I hear there's something else in the cards, like maybe a new adventuring buddy or 2 to help on quests?
New follow-up.
You are correct. So we have 2 new companions coming with High Isle. The community loved the companion system we introduced in Blackwood, so the team has been hard at work adding more. And I don't want to spoil the stories too much, but I'll give a little bit of a tease to the 2 new ones. So one is named Ember, and she is a Khajiit, and the other is a Breton named Isabel. Ember grew up on the streets, so she's a little bit morally flexible, if you will. She's clever, she's a bit wild, she has a knack for magic. Whereas Isabel, on the other hand, is an aspiring knight who leans towards the honorable ideal. She's not preachy, lecturing, or stiff, though. She just really wants to do right by players.
It sounds amazing. Can't wait to have a new adventuring buddy as we explore the next chapter. Now, before you go, is there anything else?
Yeah, there's tons more info to share with you all. I just want to thank the community. We wouldn't be able to do this without them. And I also want to take a moment to recognize the team back home. You know, everybody at home working on ESO, they're amazingly talented and passionate at what they do, and they get asked to solve impossible problems on a regular basis. It is such a treat to be able to work with this passionate group of people and get to represent them. So from both Matt and I, thank you so much, everybody, for all you do.
After the failure of the Elder Scrolls Legends card game, I was really disappointed.
Today we've discussed High Isle's interesting locations, characters, and lore. We touched on an upcoming card game system, 2 new companions, and digital rewards players can unlock when they pre-purchase the game. We also announced that ESO will be available with Spanish language support in June. Before we go, I'd like to share a few reminders. ESO High Isle is available to pre-purchase now on all platforms. New players who pre-purchase the ESO Collection High Isle will get instant access to the base game and all previous chapters, so you can start your adventures right away. And stick with us for our post show hosted by Jess and Gina, who will talk more about the things we've discussed here, as well as the first DLC and the Legacy of the Bretons adventure. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you in Tamriel.
Right, we're going to watch the post show. I want to hear more about these card games mechanics. What do you guys think about new card games? It's going to be like Gwent, but in the Elder Scrolls Online. I'm social distancing, bro. I've like not left the house, mate. Been years. Yeah, man, Skyrim's better. Yeah, I mean, that's the true single-player Elder Scrolls experience. ESO does a good job with the lore, though. Definitely has a lot of enjoyable aspects, different to the actual game itself. Right, are you serious? Resource trading game? Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's not what I expected at all. Like a new, like, if I had had like 1,000 guesses, I would never have guessed that they're going to add a card game. I was so disappointed when the Elder Scrolls Legends like stopped producing new content because the artwork and the game is awesome. But I love Yu-Gi-Oh! The new Yu-Gi-Oh! Game's so cool. But like when you have like a game within a game, I feel like sometimes like Gwent, it gets so successful that it becomes its own thing. With this, I don't know if it will or if it'll just be like a novelty. I'm excited. It's going to be like something new and different, like a change of pace to do. But yeah, like I really enjoyed the antiquity system, for example. Hopefully it's like that, where I can just have this like, oh, I'm bored of like doing all this crazy stuff. I want to chill out and like play this card game. Like that's what I hope it's like. But the system of like trading your deck with someone else's kind of sucks. I like having my own deck and play style and not losing that, you know?
Hey everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to today's Global Reveal post show. We're so excited that you have tuned in today. We announced some really cool things just now during our 2022 Global Reveal event, and we will be with you for the next hour or so talking about all sorts of things coming with the Legacy of the Bretons year-long adventure. So before we get started, we do see a lot of you asking about the crab through Twitch drops. This is an awesome crab, and we really want to make sure that you get it. We know that there's some issues right now with drops specifically on the Bethesda channel, but we are working really hard to make sure that that gets fixed. It is available on a few of our other global channels if you wanted to tune in there, but otherwise we are working as quickly as we can to fix that. But we'll be live for a little while, so just stay put. We'll make sure you get it. No worries.
We want to make sure
Thank you for your patience.
Gets their crab.
Yeah.
So DLC preview is the most important.
We're only
part
a minute in and already never fails. While we're working on that issue, we do want to remind everybody to make sure that your ESO and Twitch accounts are linked, and that way, once drops are working, you will be able to get the barnacle back coral crab. So again, once everything is up and running. Once you watch for the required amount of time.
Tell me how much money these cards cost. Don't beat around the bush. I have no idea.
Item, so the crab pet and an Ouroboros crown crate through Twitch. So you can either do that. There's going to be like a chat pop-up that says you can now claim it. Or if you go to twitch.tv/drops, you can claim it there as well. And once you do, the crate and the pet will appear as soon as you log into the game. So super easy as soon as the issue is fixed on our end. But we promise we are working on it.
And thank you for your patience.
Yep.
We appreciate it. All right. So as you all saw, pre-purchase is available now for High Isle. We're super excited to finally be able to reveal this to all of you. You can go to the ESO website, Steam, Stadia, the PlayStation and Xbox stores, or any of your preferred online retailers to pre-purchase and get those pre-purchase rewards, including the Pale Frost Elk Mount and Pale Frost Elk Fawn, and you'll get those immediately. So once you pre-order, you log into the game, you will have those in your collections.
I think this is the first time I'm not going to pre-order because that doesn't excite me.
They make a really great
Maybe
pair,
you like
don't
that,
they? Will only be available until April 4th. So you want to take advantage if you want to get both of them.
April 4th.
All right. So do we want to roll into giving a quick recap of what we just saw during the global reveal?
Yes.
All the awesome.
Yes, please.
Show me the DLC
yes, please.
preview.
All right, so new companions.
Card game.
Boy, this one was hard to keep under our hat. We were so excited as we were working on these. We loved seeing all of the reactions to Bastion and Miri, and we've got 2 new ones coming your way with High Isle. Their names are Ember, and she's a Khajiit, and Isabel, a Breton. They are tied to the High Isle chapter, so you do need to purchase the chapter if you would like to get access to these 2 new companions. And just like with Bastion and Miri, they're going to have their own personalities and quest lines, and we can't wait to tell you more about them.
I'm excited to take one around with me.
Now, something that we touched on during the global reveal was a new 12-player trial. This is coming with a chapter. It's called Dreadsail Reef. Now, we are going to do a full preview of this a little bit later this year. But Finn, did you want to give maybe a little bit of backstory to this trial? Just a little tease?
So we talked about the faction called the Ascendant Order. But there's other factions that are going to be operating in and around High Isle. And one of those factions is a group of Maormer pirates called the Dreadsail. And you're actually, as we go into Ascending Tide, which is the update 33 DLC,
Thank you,
talk about that.
Slayer.
I'll touch on them a little bit. But in the trial, you get to go to their island home and take the fight to them.
Awesome. Can't wait to check it out. We'll definitely do some sort of preview of this trial before it's available to give you all a little bit more information. But yeah, you can expect a brand new trial coming with High Isle. Mm-hmm. Something else that we didn't really touch on in the global reveal are new Overland World events. So for this, they're called volcanic vents, and you can see a screenshot here of what they look like. Yeah. Now, these are similar to abyssal geysers that you saw in Somerset.
Yeah,
these
exactly.
Like
abyssal geysers and dark anchors, they're much more akin to those. So if you're used to fighting those, there's some interesting twists in these, and they play they have heavy story elements of figuring out what they are and how they operate.
That's going to be interesting lore-wise.
Awesome. And of course, everybody saw the announcement of Tales of Tribute, a brand new in-game strategic card game coming to the Elder Scrolls Online. This is also part of the High Isle chapter, and we can't wait to give you more information about it and show it in action a little bit later this year.
Oh, later this year? Not today? There's a DLC preview.
And of course, we do have additional quality of life improvements throughout the year, including with the chapter. We didn't really touch on anything today, but we will be getting into those a little later this year once we're getting a little bit closer to PTS. So
Thanks for the
stay
donation,
tuned
Dragon
for
Slayer.
that. Again, I know in chat everyone's asking where their crab pet is. We are really excited that you... Oh, I can't say it. There's so many people watching. How do I say this?
You want me to say it?
Yes, please. Go ahead. I know
we're excited that you want crabs, but
there it is. There, I knew I could count on you.
We're working on it.
We are working on it. Yes.
I do love you.
You will get your crabs. Don't worry. So, how about this? Just to kind of, we'll do something else for you. We'll do a giveaway. We're going to do our first giveaway of the day.
Awesome.
We have 3 $250 Bethesda Gear Store digital gift cards. Say that 5 times fast.
Wow.
So you can purchase
what can I buy with that?
Anything from the Bethesda Gear Store, including some of these really cool High Isle items that are going to be up for pre-order today. I'm stalling because I forgot to set up the giveaway to start running. All right, so we are going to do
That's me every stream.
High Isle, all one word because you can't use spaces. So that is on now. If you type in High Isle in chat, you will be entered to win in this giveaway. Dear. Now, we do want to mention real quick, there are legal rules for these giveaways. do have to make sure that you are eligible to
I
win.
know they
If
want
you do
your money. They're a
exclamation point
business. Of
rules
course they want your
in
money.
chat, they will pop up for you so you can view them. Or they are also, are they on the website? I think they're on the website, right?
Yes.
Keep me honest here.
And yes, they are.
Okay, great.
I want to
So
see
yeah,
that
High
model.
Isle,
Apparently
all
it's a
one
letter
word,
opener.
all lowercase. We see some of you using some spaces. Just make sure it's all one word because we can't use spaces in Moobot giveaways.
The crowd
Make sure
sounds
it's Isle
Creation
like
Club
island,
worthy.
not Isle like
Elliot. Oh dear.
Yes,
Right.
correct. Actually, that's a good
My
point
phone
because I
wanted
did
to
see.
correct it
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that
yes.
Indeed.
often. Yeah. These are really nice little gift cards because you can use them on whatever you want, including some pretty sweet new High Isle merch.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
is
some
up
really good
for pre-order
$250
in the
gift
store.
card. Like, I'm about to log into Twitch.
Just
I might,
to actually, I'm
I might be
pretty sure.
excluded. I might
I'm
be
pretty sure it
excluded.
says in the
We
rules
are.
that you specifically
Yeah.
cannot
yeah,
enter.
it might be. It might be true. I might
So the new thing is you can buy
Specifically
and
banned from
buy
that.
pre-order and buy
All right, so
again.
while this giveaway
rewards.
runs, we know everyone wants to get into the meat of the stream and check out some preview content. So again, if you want to enter into winning
I know
one
what
of
you mean.
3 $250 Bethesda Gear Store gift cards, type in High Isle, all one word.
I just want to see the
All
DLC
lowercase.
preview.
And while that's running, we are going to get started with our preview of the Ascending
Yay!
Tide DLC and Update
She heard
33.
me.
So we will start with the
Yes,
DLC
Gina.
preview, which, as was mentioned during the event, this is our first dungeon pack of the year. It will
Okay.
be launching on PC, Mac, and Stadia on March 14th and consoles on March 29th. So it's coming up soon. But you know what's actually coming up sooner
What,
is
Gina?
PTS.
What, Gina?
It's PTS.
You got to give us
because
a chance to ask the question.
I didn't know you were going to answer.
Give it a chance to answer.
I thought I was talking to myself, but it's cool. So you really don't have to wait long for PTS because that is starting this Monday, January 31st. Yes, this is launching on Pi Day for PC, Mac, and Stadia. If you're
Pi
curious.
Day?
Oh, nice.
Need to ask my fiance to make
Yummy
a pie.
yum. All right, so for
It
the
makes
next,
sense because both
The
dungeons are
pies
themed after
are
pie.
incredible.
Brits.
They are not.
They're not.
I was that's the joke. They are not themed after
They
pie.
are not.
No, they are not.
But they are themed for the Legacy of the Bretons
Absolutely.
adventure, which arguably is better than Pi.
Better than pie.
Is the preview
All right,
just
so we are going to
screenshots, or
hop
do we see
in game.
gameplay?
We are on
Oh,
an
thank
internal
God.
server today,
The hopping game.
We
Good.
absolutely are.
so we can preview this content for you. We're going to start with the first dungeon, which is Coral Airy.
Exactly. So,
Okay.
like I said, we're on an internal server. I'm going to use developer commands and stuff like that, so that
You
we
dirty
can get through this stuff.
cheater.
This isn't like a combat preview where you're going to see all the abilities of the bosses or anything like that. So.
It's Captain Colleen.
Yeah, so this is Coral Airy. This is located on the northern section of Somerset. For those of you
Oh.
that have been to Somerset Isle, you'll recognize
Maybe
the
there's a
map.
sea
This
slope
northern
for the
section. There's a
boss.
lot of caves and hideaways in the on the coastal parts of Somerset, and this just happens to be a hideaway of the Ascendant Order. One group of the
What is
Ascendant
that
Order.
mask he's wearing?
So what has happened here, and if you talk to Colleen, she has been sent here to rescue your good friend Jakarn. For those of you that play the Daggerfall Covenant storyline, or any of those aspects, met Jakarn before, that's who he has gotten himself into trouble and been
Again.
kidnapped again. And Colleen has been sent here to rescue him. Again.
That's how it goes.
So that is your goal here, but she will explain to you that there's some Yagra
There we go. Now you can see what he's
attacking
actually
what
doing.
appears to be this Ascendant Order base. So I'm going to walk through here. You're going to
Reshade
see
on ESO is a good idea.
Yaga set up. I'm going to fly a little bit.
He's cheating.
Go a
He's
little bit
hacking.
faster.
Report him.
And again, this is an internal server, so Finn has
Absolutely.
some cheat codes on, so that way he doesn't
Give
get
me the cheat
killed.
codes, Gina.
I mean,
Yeah,
we know
you
his
could-
skills are okay, but
Okay.
The AI is not working.
Right. I am not. I have.
Oh, look, it's the
I
crab.
Can't be
It's the pet
attacked. I
crab.
can't be
It's
aggroed
dead.
by monsters and stuff like that.
Oof.
Just showing through and showing you kind of like the scenery and stuff. So this is the outer portion of the Coral Airy. You see some dead Yagra here, and the Yagra are
Yeah, I
attacking.
agree,
so,
Dragon.
one thing that we've done in
thanks to the donor as well,
later
bro.
dungeon packs and stuff is
a lot of support from you today,
we've
mate.
introduced the concept of their secrets out here, and their secrets.
Love it.
That's been really, really well received by everybody that's kind of played these and discovered these things and stuff. And we're going to kind of carry that forward and stuff. I know it's a bit of a spoiler.
That's fun.
Awesome.
But to give context for the secrets, we really wanted to embed those into stories, and they may not necessarily play into the story of that the dungeon
Don't
quest
spoil
is
it.
giving you, but they do play into their own story. So it might have something to do with these Jagra that are here. Context.
Hey, real quick, I do want to mention we are now locking the giveaway for the 3 gift cards.
Only class.
We have
But
drawn
you do get a card
potential
game.
winners. We are going to be contacting you via Twitch DM from the Bethesda channel just to confirm eligibility. So keep an
Dude,
eye
how's
on
it
your
doing so much
DMs
damage?
just in case. It'll be coming from the Bethesda Twitch channel. Or I guess a whisper. It's whispers on Twitch,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we will announce those shortly. But in the meantime, we can enjoy Finn's Dungeon Tour.
More
Yeah.
tour, yes.
More
Bretons
tour.
aren't necessarily
So
political.
once you make your way kind of past these Jagra, you get into the.
They just had a lot of
This
kings
is going
back
to
in
be
the day.
first boss that you would face in the dungeon. This is
Oh,
Maligalig,
what is that?
who has one of the best names
What?
for a
That is
boss.
Excuse me?
Giggling.
Maligalig. Yes, this is one of the best bosses. She's a big monstrous Jagra here. She has some really
Dragon Slayer, stop donating, mate. Thank you
abilities
so
and
much.
mechanics that you guys will have to discover
You're
on Monday
welcome.
because we're
You
just
got
going
me
to
started on
past her.
streaming and playing Skyrim. It's only
No
fair. I
spoilers
appreciate
here.
that, man.
Yes.
I'm glad I
Colleen
could
took
help
a
you
side
out.
path, got through there. So as we progress through, and now we're actually going to get into more of the ruin section. So this is more of the and what we wanted to tell the story is the Jagra are enemies and stuff, but they're not. Look at those guys. Those guys got wrecked. They're not really working with the
Yeah,
Ascendant
wrecked,
Order
son.
guys in here, and you guys. Nobody knows who the Ascendant Order really is. So part of the mystery is finding out who they are, why they took Jakarn, and stuff. So you're going to see little things where the Jagra are attacking them.
So
One thing I always find
the
hard when I
stories
play
in
these
this DLC kind
dungeons
of
is I can never
plant the
listen to the
seeds
story.
for what's going to happen throughout
'Cause other
the
people
legacy
click
of the
through it
Breton
too quick.
storyline. So it kind of leads into this storyline that people will experience in the chapter in High Isle.
Absolutely. They're going to. So a lot of the like Jakarn, who you actually rescue here. This is another cool thing that we decided to do with this one, and rather than just introduce an NPC that you're going to see and then they're going to accompany you on this and stuff, you actually get to play a bigger part in contextual to the story, where Jakarn plays an important
this is
part of the
just the
story, and
dungeon.
if you do this dungeon, you're part of the reason why he's here. You get to rescue him.
That's awesome. What's it like, kind of being able to take part of that story and feed it into the whole year for your team? Because you guys get to do this twice a year.
Twice a year, yeah. It's pretty awesome in that.
Have a good day, bro.
Part of what we try to do with dungeons is tell kind of two stories, where you have a story that ties in, and how we generally start with it is we start with what do we want players to learn, or what do we want players to know at the end of this dungeon, and then we craft a story for the dungeon that is.
I like that the dungeons have stories. I just find it so hard to follow because if you're
look
with
at that
other
guy.
players,
No,
they
you-
click
I
through
was
the
trying to hit the
dialogue
door.
like bang, 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 bang. But you can't read
So,
or listen to any of it anyway.
What we wanted to do is
Nightmare.
tell a unique story in here. So the saving of Jakarn and stuff like that, it plays into the year-long story, but it's actually a good story from start to finish. And here's this big boy,
He's a
Zaro,
big boy.
the Bulwark. He is not an actual what you would typically call boss, but he is a named guy that has that's pretty important. Unless you do that, sorry, buddy. Fell into the stairs.
Imagine if he
So
just goes
Jakarn
on
has
the
gotten
main
his
server
shirt
and
off.
does that to other
Typical
players.
Jakarn.
He's
You're
definitely
gonna have to
done
help
that
him
once.
get kind of his gear, but we're gonna keep going. So you can see now one thing. See, these Jagra are taking out the Ascendant Order here.
You can grab the base
Good
game of
guys.
ESO
Yeah,
from
they
the
are.
description. You don't need a subscription
But as you
to
progress
play
through this dungeon,
anymore.
you're going to see less and less Jagra and more.
I recommend just getting the base
Ascendant
game
Order,
first, trying it out, see if
So
you
see,
like it.
like,
There's so
these
much
Ascendant
content in
archers,
the
they've
base
taken
game,
those
like,
guys
it's
out.
crazy.
We're probably gonna.
And if you
kill
do
these
like it,
guys.
That's a
subscribe,
cool little view too.
and
Yeah.
you can play
Yeah,
through a bunch of other DLC.
there's
while
really
you're
cool views,
subscribed.
and you're going to see them a little bit later on too. That are as you progress, you get more and more into the ruins, and less and less. So like this right here is the next boss.
Oh, that's
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
Like an
she's in a.
assassin.
That looks
you can
awesome.
see- you can
Oh,
see
look.
it has like archers
Oh,
up
not
on
archers.
here.
Archers are like that.
Yeah, she's
That's
gonna.
really cool.
She does some really cool stuff too.
Oh, shit,
like I
that's
said,
cool.
she's this is Cyrodiil, or Saradil.
All a deal.
We're just gonna kill past her anyways. But yeah, she uses the whole room here. What she is she's kind of like a trap master and roguey kind of thing. But that's another thing is we wanted to play into.
It'd be so much better for these
the roguish
DLC
nature
previews if they had
of
like
the Ascendant Order. So
the Bethesda stream team like play
you know,
through
they
it.
have the,
That'd be like much more exciting.
They're very secretive.
Just
they
watching someone play
bounce
through
around,
it for
they
the
move
first
around a
time,
lot
instead of him
stuff
just
like
like
that.
god moding it.
Hey, can we pause for just a second?
Sure.
Yes.
I just wanted to announce the winners from
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
the last giveaway
Let's do
because
it.
everyone is confirmed. This was for the.
I don't know if the
This
DLC
was
is
for
included with
the,
the Game Pass. I
three
believe.
$250
Yeah, I have no idea.
gift
Someone in
cards
the
to
chat
the
will tell
Bethesda
me.
Gear Store. Our winners are Boestra, Calawan W, and R2D2 Arm. Not the leg, but the arm.
Great name.
They are.
That is a good
They don't
one.
even-
So,
Congratulations, you three.
yeah, congratulations. We will
Happy
be
shopping
doing
spree.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can choose anything from the Gear Store, including some of the new High Isle stuff that we have available for pre-order. We will be doing additional giveaways throughout the stream. So if you didn't win that one, stick around because we will be doing another one shortly, and they're really cool. Okay, everybody can stop typing High Isle in chat. I know everyone's excited about High Isle. We are too, but that giveaway is closed officially.
Dancing.
And we are still working on fixing drops. We know everyone really wants your crabs. I get it. We're working on it
Nice.
still. We
Nice.
promise. And
Okay,
if something were to happen where we run out of time or we're not online long enough, we'll make sure everybody gets your. I'm not going to keep reusing this joke. We'll make sure you get your Twitch drop.
There you go. There you
Hey,
go.
Finn, if you
Yeah.
turn back around, I'm
Yeah.
wondering, is there a significance to these reliefs on the wall of the griffins?
These are so what this place used to be was
It's
an
in
old,
Somerset. Did you play
Aldmeri,
Somerset?
a lot like the rest of Somerset. These are old Aldmeri ruins, and these were just taken by the Ascendant Order. Now,
Oh, cool.
one thing
Okay.
to mention about the Ascendant Order, though, to mention what you were just talking about, is this group of Ascendant Order is run by a Griffin handler. And he has
okay.
trained griffins. So you're going to, as you go through here, you're going to fight Ascendant Orders and their pet griffins
That's quite cool.
as
That's
you go
cool.
through. And actually, the final boss
Oh.
we're be coming up on
Does that
eventually.
mean we'll get
That
a
looks like a pet.
Griffin mount based on the
I'm
lore?
sorry, what?
Because that would be
That
really
looks like
cool.
a pet.
Oh,
Imagine if you
well,
could fly.
the
in
pet
this
really
isn't
big
that
one.
big. Yeah,
That's a
it's
big
not that big.
That's a big version of the pet. You notice that
Like
these
you
are
jump
neutral.
and it just opens its
It's funny is
wings.
you notice these are neutral.
That would be a cool
but
pet.
in
Mount even.
testing, nobody has ever gone through here and not killed these crabs. I have no idea why. It's just people come in and they're just like, I think it's because we're in Maryland, so people just get incensed by crabs and they just have to kill them. That's
Yeah.
really what it is.
Or
Is
just
that
So
a
you can
thing?
see, yeah.
Someone
So you can
explain
see
the lore?
here where you talked about
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
this, but you can
That's
see the
detail.
griffin nest here. You get some
Yep.
griffins flying
Oh,
above.
cool. Yeah, yeah.
This is where they train them. This is look at the
Baby
little
griffins, kill 'em.
griffins. Yes, you can't kill the baby griffins, of course, but you can
Good.
kill the parents.
Why not?
Why would you
Aw.
want to? I mean,
They're aggressive.
They are
Everything must
aggressive.
die. There's a crabs.
So they're kind of like
That's
taking care of
crabsist.
the griffins here, making sure that they're all good. But yes, so the Ascendant Order is very much a bad.
Just taking
group.
care of the griffins and you come in and slaughter them. all.
They're very secretive. They're assassinations. They've captured Jakarn. They were torturing him. So don't let their griffin handling fool you. If we go up here, we're gonna see some
I don't know how I feel about chat right now because they're definitely very polarized between don't kill the baby griffins and kill the baby griffins.
You cannot,
Aw.
you cannot kill baby griffins.
Come
You
on,
know,
chat.
It's
Jeez.
never a thing that you can do in our game is kill baby griffins. And honestly, I'm a little disappointed. Why would you want to kill a baby griffin?
Oh, I
You
thought
should
you were
be able to make
disappointed
choice.
that you couldn't do
Why
it.
there's no children in ESO?
And we
Make
were
them unfightable.
Yeah, we were
It's
about to
strange
not be
without
friends anymore.
Yeah, right.
I guess
So
it's
you
just
are going
more
to see
build
some of
in,
these
right?
coral creatures. That's another thing the Ascendant Order has been done. They've kind of like magically.
That's
Are those
weird.
new?
Yes, they are
That's
new.
cool.
They magically kind of raised the coral and put together these magical creatures.
Nice.
Yeah, they are really cool. So now we're gonna go to this is the final boss's area. So
Okay.
as you can see, he's sitting here with his
Griffins.
pet griffins.
Full boss room, very cool.
Oh, they
Oh,
look like
damn.
different types,
Oh.
kind of too.
Yes,
Oh.
they are
Okay.
different types. So now you
Oh.
see them kind of like floating into their nests. So you can imagine it as you take this guy on,
Mhm.
these griffins are going to join
Oh,
into the
badass.
fight. And actually, if you look at the helmet that I'm wearing, this is
Oh,
the
yeah.
monster mask that
I
you
knew
get,
I hadn't seen it
or the
before.
Undaunted mask that you can get from completing
It
this
looks
dungeon
so
on
good.
veteran difficulty.
That is awesome.
I
So
want that
it
weird
looks really,
pointy
really
mask.
cool. You can relive your
How about the
personal
shoulder?
Griffin
Is that the
fantasies
same
with this
shoulder
mask.
from
Whoa,
that?
whoa.
The
I
shoulder
have a
doesn't
feeling,
match the
just
helmet.
knowing how you and your team work, that those griffins are going to be a problem during this fight.
Maybe. I
May-
mean,
Maybe in
maybe.
veteran.
maybe.
I don't know. I legit don't know because I
Maybe
haven't done
there's
this
an
yet.
achievement for not killing any
There
of
are
them.
several achievements, and actually, some of them. One of them is the if you increase the difficulty here, if you use the challenge banner over there, it is added into the fight. So usually you're going to fight. I think 3 of them through the course of a fight, but then he'll add the 4th one in.
Oh, wow.
If you decide to make this a little bit more difficult. And this right here is Viralian. Viralian.
So this is just
he
the
is the
first
leader of this
dungeons coming
group
out?
of Ascendant Order. And he's generally a bad dude. Like as you go through and talk and listen to Jakarn, and if you read the the story and stuff like that, I mean he's been torturing people. He's been he's like really a dark guy. Like
I'm sure he's quite reasonable, really. He looks after
kicked
the
out of
griffins.
other orders because he was too extreme or something like that.
Mm.
So you know what I mean? Like he's generally a bad guy. So
Maybe they just don't
just
understand
because
his
he's
griffin
holds
taming ways.
sway over the griffins doesn't mean he's a good guy. But that's how you kill him.
I just want to
Damn.
mention also for anybody who is maybe tuning in and you are maybe newer to the ESO world, these dungeons, they're meant for 4 players. And for a normal dungeon, you only have to be, is it level 45 to go in?
You actually, there is no, if you try to manually enter the dungeon, there is no limit. I mean, you can go in at level 1 if you click on the entrance. But
Probably
in
not
order
a great idea. but
Probably not a
sure.
great idea. But if you use the group finder or the activity finder, then you'll have to be level 45 in order to be placed into the activity finder to randomly find a group.
And good luck
So
with
yeah,
the new
that's
dungeon.
generally what we say is you need to be at level 45 to tackle these on normal, and veteran champion rank 300.
I see somebody asking, so I need 3 friends? Well, I guess they don't have to be friends. You just need 3 people.
If you're level 45,
Help.
you do not need 3 people. You can just use the activity finder and we'll find 3 people with you.
I think the joke
And
was that they would
it's a-
need
I know.
actual friends.
the joke went straight
And
over
I'm
his head.
saying, no, you don't.
You actually don't. Yep.
Embrace the solo behavior, and then just group up when you need to. Is all I'm saying.
Exactly.
The new mechanic this year
And
is a
we
card
do
game.
have
We've not seen
more
what it looks
challenging
like.
veteran versions of the dungeons, and then we
Absolutely.
also have hard mode. So if you want a
Right.
real challenge,
And each boss has their own hard mode, and much like
In
that
hard
we've
mode,
done in
the
the
baby
previous
griffins
dungeons,
are
where we've
unkillable
done
and they can
secrets and
attack
stuff
you.
like that. There's a lot of gradient and layers to difficulty that you can
When's the
have
update?
in here. If you
Probably
do-
be like
did the
this one
secrets,
comes
you
out on the
potentially get
29th of March,
extra
2 dungeons.
assistance as you're going through there.
And
so
then probably in
you
summer
can
we'll
choose
see like
1,
the
2, or
first
3
part of the
secrets, however many
story.
secrets there are, and then get those kind of buffs to make it a little bit
I'll be
easier,
playing
and then you can
tomorrow
activate
though,
the hard
so
modes if you
come
want. So
watch the live stream
we
then.
have a lot of ways that you can choose the difficulty for how you want to tackle these things.
Awesome.
And you get a whole another story by doing the secrets. So it's pretty cool.
Ooh,
Worth it.
cool.
I know.
That is clever.
but we won't
definitely.
spoil that today.
Won't spoil
Nope.
that. Okay, we're gonna go to shipwreck now.
Let's just
do it.
Go right into
Alright.
it. Why not?
Okay, so
Right?
this is
Everybody
the
wants to see the
I
other
guess.
dungeon, right? I do.
Yes.
Whoa, load screen.
Yu-Gi-Oh is the
Load
best one.
screen.
Nice lighthouse.
It is.
So Finn is using a special dev command to jump right there.
Oh, I probably
perks of
should have
using
just
a
used
dev
the map.
server.
I probably
Yes.
should have used the map.
No, it's okay. I was going to take a
I'll
bit to
actually show
load.
everybody where it is. I'll show where everybody is, where it is on the map here in a
I
second.
wonder if it's
so
actually
that they
in
can see.
the.
So that one was in the northern section of Somerset. If you don't have Somerset for some reason, you can always use the activity finder to get into it. Or even if you don't have Somerset, you could still open up the map and go to Somerset
Oh.
map and click the dungeon entrance.
Guess what?
Do that.
What?
Guess what? I think drops are fixed.
Yay!
Maybe refresh if you need to, but pretty sure I just got the pop-up. We see other people internally saying it's
Awesome.
there, so we think it's
We need
working. Yay!
capes.
Everybody,
Capes would
please
be
thank
great.
our
But I think
wonderful
the
BAM team for
physics
helping.
in the
BAM
Elder
is
Scrolls
billing and
Online
account
just
management
doesn't like
systems.
capes are just not
They
legit.
were working very hard trying to get this fixed. So again, the minimum watch time is 15 minutes, though we do hope you'll stick around for longer than that to check everything out. You will get the Ouroboros Crown Crate and the barnacle, what was it? The barnacle back coral crab, I think. Sorry.
Let's refresh and see if it actually works.
Oh, there's a tiny crab with a big
Tiny
goes
crab
nice.
for
Like
drops,
that.
yes. So thank you
Is this
everybody
the
for
new
your
map,
patience,
then?
for hanging out with us, but they are working now. Make sure your Twitch
This is one of the
and
Isles
ESO accounts are
Islands.
linked so you can get that really cool crab pet.
Actually,
And thank you team. Really appreciate it.
Awesome job.
this is in Rivenspire, isn't it?
So the
Going
next
back, and I'm
dungeon-
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
No, that was
You know,
exciting.
that's
Glad we got
Oh,
that.
yeah, it
That
says
was,
it
that was
there.
an
Good
appropriate interruption.
That
Yeah.
was a
Yes.
good interruption. So the next dungeon is called Shipwright's Regret. So if you look, this is the map of Rivenspire. So if you look, it's right over here. But this is just the outer entrance is kind of like a tunnel that leads you to where this is. This is on the inner coast of Rivenspire over here. And a little bit of backstory on this dungeon. A long time ago, there was a combined navy called the All Flags Navy, and it was brought together in order to fight the Slodes and defeat the Thracian plague. So
Roll
this
down.
was one of the shipbuilding locations where they built ships for the All Flags Navy a long time ago. And a great calamity kind of befell this place years and years and years ago. So it fell into disrepair, got waterlogged. Now it's just, undead all over the place. There's a section of this I'll show you with the forest and stuff. So you've come here because Zaji, Captain Zaji, had heard that the shipwrights that were here were some of the best shipwrights ever, and
Naturally.
they had plans to make ships better or make grand ships. So what he wants to do is make the perfect pounce more perfect, and you're here to help him. Yes, of course. You're here to help him kind of find the secret plans in order to make his ship better. But he came here. Casca is here too. He's come here with Casca, and they ran into trouble because there's a whole lot of undead around here, and they didn't realize that was going to be a problem. So we get to go and investigate this. So what you learn here is a lot more nuanced than you really, as far as takeaways for the legacy of the Breton stories, which I'll get into in a little bit. But there goes Zaji. He's going to start investigating the upper decks. You get to go here. Like I said, this place had a great calamity befall it. There's waterlogged people. There's zombies. There's skeletons. It's generally kind of a messy place. Oh, right.
Sorry.
That was
okay.
sound
No.
effects.
Actually,
was
I have to.
that was very
That's part of the
timely.
dungeon. That was
I'm
part
so
of the
sorry. I
dungeon.
have to step
that
away for a
sounded
second.
really real.
That was part of the dungeon.
gosh.
It was great.
I did think
Well,
that
okay.
was part of the game for a second. Finn. I thought it was like the wind howling.
Yeah, right. What's funny is there's creatures that resemble kind of dogs as you go further in. So it's a
That's
shame that
great.
it didn't time up with when you see that and stuff.
Nice. Look at that lighthouse.
It's just
That
kept
was
it quiet.
Yeah,
I would've
so
thought
off in
that
the
was an actual
distance you
sound
can see
effect.
this is very creepy, moody atmosphere.
Yeah.
The shipwrights, everything got
Did
kind
you
of like
boys weak and need to help?
destroyed
Oof.
here. This first section is really where the workers, the shipwright builders, would live and operate and kind of like this is where their housing was and stuff like that. So there wasn't a lot of big ship parts here or anything like this. But it was.
I have no idea who it is at the door. They're still
What is
standing
that? A
there.
sun or a light? No, it's a lighthouse.
All right, that's fine.
This is fun.
You just walk up to the door. You're like, I'm live streaming, and then run away.
Tune into Twitch if you want to talk.
Drops are active. I told you.
We fixed
You got people
it, all right?
showing up. They got people
Jeez.
showing up.
Oh,
So as you come through here, you're gonna notice, like I said, this place kind of something happened here that was bad, and it just left a bunch of undead. And we're going to kill past these
Lots
guys.
of oozes. Swamp rot.
I have the from when.
Again, we are.
The lighthouse is on speed.
We are
yeah,
on an
like
internal server.
you know the land's
we are
there
previewing
somewhere.
the Ascending Tide DLC, which is the first DLC coming with Legacy of the Bretons.
in March.
Oh, I'm all flustered now. Sheesh. Yes,
March.
in March. It's our first Q1 DLC of the year. So we are just previewing this.
Indeed.
It is coming to PTS on Monday, so everyone will be able to check it out and give some feedback.
That's called Rising Tides.
Absolutely.
Part
So
one
this
of
is
the Legacy of
this
the
is gonna be the
Breton
first boss right
High Isles
here.
chapter. They didn't actually say that until now, like at the
This
end.
is going to be Foreman Bradigan when he shows up.
How goes the adventuring
very
across
creepy.
Tamriel? Gosh, it's going pretty well.
Whoa, cool.
Checking out some of the dungeons
Zaji
here.
is like, peace out, I'm out. Zaji's up
Most
here
of the
talking to you.
action
She's like,
happened earlier, to be honest.
you need to go deal with that. That looks bad.
Thanks for the donation.
So Foreman
of
Bradigan
becoming a member, my
is
friend.
a
3
formidable
months.
foe. He has a lot of tricks that he'll use.
We're back
but
live
we're just
tomorrow,
gonna
actually
go
playing
past
the game
it
ourselves,
to
which
the
I'm looking
next.
forward to.
Yeah, Zaji comes back. So basically what you're fighting this guy, Zaji is looking for the plans off in the buildings and stuff like that. You can see these buildings again had some issues. So
That's
we're
some
gonna
issues.
keep going here. And this is the reclaimed
Big door.
logging camp. So when they would build ships here, they had a logging camp that was right past here where they would gather all the wood and stuff like that in order to build the boats. But because this place fell into disrepair, the forest has kind of reclaimed that logging camp. So you're actually going to fight all kinds of creatures. There's Casca.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Zaji got scared by Casca. What's really cool is if you've done the Dragon Guard DLC, these people, because if you know, spoiler alerts for Dragon Guard, if you've done the Dragon Guard DLC, these guys look different at the end of Dragon Guard, and
Yeah.
that'll be reflected in this dungeon. This character that I'm playing with here
cool.
hasn't done that. So, but you will see them in their kind of their Dragon Guard gear.
That's awesome.
You know, I have seen a few people mention in chat they really want to see the dungeon item sets. We are actually going to show those off as soon as
Yes,
Finn
we
is
will.
done with this
Oh,
preview.
okay,
So yeah,
hang on.
definitely stick
Hang
around.
around,
We'll show you. some of
Sorry,
the
I'm
Gonna be
so
good to see.
boring, guys. I'm just trying to show
They're
you stuff.
They're just excited. I want to see those numbers.
But like I said, you're going to see some of the forest creatures have kind of reclaimed the forest here. Let's see here. And you're going to fight. There's these guys, which they're like, what are those? This is why I was hoping that we'd have got to this part before your
Like
dog
a
howled.
death hound. Darren.
What are those?
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah, and as you go through here, like I said, there's still remnants of places. There's still stacked wood, but it's all moss covered and stuff. There's still fences up from when they had kind of like partitioned this place off. And actually, we talk about secrets and stuff. Part of the secrets might have been involved with what this place used to be. So again, we're telling a kind of story in that regard. You get a greater context of what Shipwright's Regret was. And now we come to the second boss.
I just want to see the set, because I'd rather just go through this myself.
A lumber mill over there and some more lumber gathering stuff. So he's going to go over here.
Walking through
Oh,
everything.
he got pulled
What?
inside. I imagine.
You're
That's unfortunate.
yeeted.
And this is Nazare.
Oh, damn.
You can tell she is a giant spriggan, basically. So
Just
she
giving
is
her
I'll
pets,
give you
robes.
an idea of what she looks like. Not going to show her abilities.
That's just cool.
Oh, sorry. She is very, very cool.
The
She's
idea
giant
of
spriggan.
nature taking
She-
over.
Yes,
Is this character
exactly.
a bird
She kind
type?
of like
No, he's just got a
leads these
mask
nature
on.
spirits as they
Bird
take over.
mask.
And she transitions between different seasons and stuff like that as you're fighting her. So
Cool.
but
That's very cool.
Zaji got kind of like captured over there into the lumber mill, like the Four Spirits pulled him over there. So I think we're gonna see him come back over here. Oh, there he goes. Oh, look at that! He killed that guy. But
Damn,
this
son.
is the first viewing that we have of the Dread Sails. So I talked a little bit about this before when we talked about the
Body.
trial, and you get to go to Dreadsail Reef in the chapter. Well, this is your first introduction to the Dread Sails. And these Mayormer pirates have shown up at Shipwright's Regret, and why is a mystery. One of the cool aspects of Shipwright's Regret that we were doing was we wanted to envision a dock where they build ships, or a dry dock, quote unquote. But it's a set on like kind of like a makeshift island out here. So you see that this is where they made the ships. This is where they built them. So you're on this
Like a
structure that's kind of
fortress.
out
Looks
in the
pretty cool.
water. That's where the lighthouse is. If you
that's the
saw it back
lighthouse.
where we were over there,
I like
that
the
is the actual
connection. That was
lighthouse.
cool.
That's actually right by the final boss. So you're gonna actually get to fight.
You
right
actually
there.
get to go there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Cool
Yeah,
if you
this
use
is
the
like
lighthouse.
it's literally like a haunted shipyard, right?
Really
It's
odd to have a
exactly
lighthouse
right.
that
Very,
shines
very cool.
inland.
Right. Yeah, and these are the Mayormer. If you notice, if you're used to seeing kind of Mayormer, we've had them before in the game, but these are the Dread Sails.
Mm-hmm.
Why have they got those
So
weird
they're going to use
necklaces on?
storm magic and do whatever Mayormer does do. You can kind of see the
magic.
ghosts of the former
Appropriate.
shipbuilders and stuff here. There's a lot of cool aspects to this that, you know, if you were to go off to kind of the beaten path, you would you might find some stuff.
I was gonna say, what's that?
Yeah, there's actually some of the secrets are probably going to be a little bit more difficult than for people to find because it's not the usual stuff that we've done. So
That sounds like a
should be
challenge.
interesting.
That sounds better.
Yeah, right.
I
You know,
like
and it's
that.
like 10 minutes in.
More
People are like,
exciting
we
when you
found
have
them all, and I'm like,
extras.
yeah, I know.
Extra stuff in dungeons.
So he was climbing up top here, fell through the roof. Seems to be okay. So he's still looking for these plans, and both him and Casca have no idea what these Mayormer are doing here. But I do want to show
This area reminds me a bit of
this one
Riften.
aspect over here, which is really, really cool. So
They're not
this is,
Riften,
yeah, like I
um,
said, you can see them. They're using their storm magic.
One of the
and,
towns in the base game.
the reef vipers and stuff that they have here. So, and now we're approaching where the final boss is. Actually, I need to kill these guys, I think.
Press the gold mode button.
But don't.
Delete.
So there is a ship here, and there's a dude on top of it, and that is the final boss.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
this looks interesting.
Whoa.
Hey, I just got my
Yeah.
pet.
Awesome.
Kind of like
So
just
you see
standing
that he
there.
kind of shows up, and the ship sails off, and he talks a little bit about
Whoa,
what it is they're doing here. He knocked Cask off the
Yeeted.
side.
I saw
Saji got
that.
out of there.
Get out of here.
Like so, but that pretty much telegraphs some of the things that this guy is going to do. He pretty much uses water. That's a pretty cool view right there of the ship kind of sailing
is, yeah.
off into the fog.
Mhm.
He
That's
uses
cool.
water. He's going to use
Very
elements
unique
from
entrance to each
around
boss
this
fight.
space to fight with him and stuff. And
Oh,
No,
there's
I'm
the
more
lighthouse.
excited for the
yeah,
main
there's the lighthouse
storyline,
right
you know?
here
Mhm.
with the moving light that you've seen kind of
A
since you've
wacky
been here.
lighthouse.
Some storm type magic. I'm not gonna fight him to show you the cool stuff, but trust me, it's cool. And I got the Vanquisher. Yay!
Jesus
Thank you for
Christ.
showing all that off.
Yes.
We, just to kind of, I guess, stick with the theme of dungeon stuff,
Yeah.
we wanted to show off some collectibles
the
that you can get by
sets.
these dungeons. So the first, there's going to be 2 mementos that you can get. One is the Guardian's Frozen Shard, and one is the, how do you pronounce it, Finn?
Quite funny.
Mayormer? I thought it was
Mayormer.
Mayormer?
I've always called it
Mayormer?
Mayormer, but don't take me for pronunciation.
I'm
I always call
gonna-
it Mayormer. It could be Malmer, but I've always called it Mayormer.
I'm going to go with Malmer because if I say the
We
other
should
way, it
ask.
just
We
feels
should ask
wrong.
Lehman. We should ask Lehman.
I thought you were going to say Twitch chat, but yeah, we
No,
can ask
we should
Lehman
ask Lehman.
too.
We should ask Lehman. Yeah.
They're all talking about how they pronounce it meow.
Is this like a potato thing?
It might be.
Yeah.
So that
So
one
are
you
we
just
gonna-
did is
Oh, that was
the
cool.
frozen shard, right?
Yeah, that was the frozen shard.
Cool.
And then we
That's
have the Malmer Ocean Pearl. Mailmer.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah,
that?
yeah, some pretty cool stuff that you can show off to people.
Look at
Oh, it
me.
even makes the little bubble
How you
sounds.
can't see me. That was the armor.
So
set.
many of our viewers have just gotten crabs, which is great.
Nice.
So-
Oh,
Congrats.
that's perfect.
I don't know.
Yay.
It's not usually we congratulate people for that. But congratulations, folks.
Oh, stop. All right, so there's
I
also
meant we don't use. Never mind. Go ahead.
there's also some markings.
Where can you buy the items in
that you
shop?
get
Yes, I don't
these
actually have
dungeons.
those equipped. I'm sorry, I forgot.
These are
that's
from
okay.
doing the
So
new
the
DLC dungeon, which is out on the
Abyssal
29th of
Embrace
March.
face markings, and then the matching Abyssal Embrace body markings. It's
The
one
face
from each,
markings-
right?
I think the face marking comes from entering either dungeon. I believe it
Okay.
is. Yeah, and then the body is the it's the veteran reward for one of the two. I'm not sure which one.
Awesome.
Okay.
Show
Yeah.
it to us.
Yep.
Cool.
And then I know somebody had talked about item sets earlier.
Well, while you're pulling those up, you can also get a cobalt die. There
Yes.
are over 40 new achievements and 6 titles. So there is a lot to collect with these dungeons once you complete them.
Absolutely, absolutely. And actually,
And-
I go ahead.
I was going to say, just as you indicated, there are also new item sets that you can get from
Well,
the
this is
dungeons.
just the dungeons. This
And
is
the
like
two-
the
the,
most
I
boring
called
part
out
of the
the
DLC. The
Griffin,
story bit's the best bit.
Helmet was the undaunted mask and shoulder for Coral Airy, and if you saw Nazare,
swords.
the Spriggan boss, she is the undaunted mask and shoulder for this dungeon. So you get. I'm
Okay,
wearing
so he's
the
got the
actual
shoulder on.
That's awesome.
I got your
I don't know
shoulders.
what's
Cracking
funny.
me up.
Oh.
I'm reading chat and
Oh, okay.
the jokes are
Of course they are.
Anyway, please go.
So if we want to mouse word, so unlike last time when we did this, I do not have crazy stats. So these stats are going to be a little bit more accurate to what you would have on this.
Right.
The helm and shoulder for Coral Area is Cargeta's visage, or mask, or it depends on the weight what it is. But so I'm sure people will clip that and find out what that does.
Okay,
and
that's
then it's Nazare's is the other undaunted. I actually have all of the sets equipped, all 6. So I can scroll through this fast, or I can go really slow. So there's Glacial Guardian, Girdle of the Turning Tide, Spriggan's Vigor, Griffin's Reprisal.
Oh, some good
Maligalig's
critical
Gloves.
stuff
I keep thinking.
Storm
Man.
Curse.
Who?
And Griffin's Reprisal. Did I already do Griffin's Reprisal?
Yep.
I don't think so.
Well,
I
if,
did.
Oh, you
if you
did.
did, you
You
did
did.
it again.
1, 2, 3.
All good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. that-
Quickly, print screen everything, friends.
Yeah. So that is all of the sets. Now I'm gonna actually jump to somewhere else so that I can show the other things that we needed to show.
Jump to the
Well,
island.
while you do that, actually,
think it's
we
on
are
the
actually
outer
going to
ring,
do
I
our.
guess.
Should I say actually a few more times?
Actually.
We're going to run another giveaway, so you have some time to get set up there.
Awesome.
This is our
That new
Alienware
class.
prize packs. We have 2 of these, and as you can see on the screen, we'll pick 2 winners to get all of these items. So the 2 winners will each receive.
bad.
Sorry, I started reading something else. An Alienware
I know you're
T-shirt, a
kind.
hat,
We're sneaking about.
this really cool
Love
keyboard,
the White Vanguard quotes, guys.
the
Keep it up.
headset, and the mouse. So again, if you take a look at the legal rules, it'll get into exactly what models everything is if you're interested. Also, please make sure you check your eligibility
Oh, it's open to the
before
UK.
you enter.
Ah, Austria.
As some of you have guessed,
Republic,
I haven't even
Denmark,
started
Finland,
it yet. Yet everyone's
Germany,
typing
France.
the keyword. I should
What-
change it to something else just to kind of.
What was the keyword?
Okay, it's going to be Alienware, as you all guessed. Very good. Good guesses. So type in Alienware, all one word, all lowercase, to enter into this giveaway. This is going to be our second, but we still have one more after this one.
Well, they got loads of sponsors. Like Alienware probably sponsor all their PCs or something in the studio, so they'll just like give stuff away. Mention.
All right. So again, we will let that run for just a little while to give everybody a chance to enter. Keyword is Alienware. If you would like to check out the legal rules, you can do !rules in Twitch chat, or you can head to our website. We have them linked on there as well. And we will choose 2 winners for the Alienware
We're also
prize
working
pack.
with our own PC company
now. Finn is jumping to another area of the game. We're going to get into previewing some things coming with Update 33, which is our base game patch. It's free for all ESO players. Can you believe we've done 32 of these? Moving into 33. It's pretty exciting.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
One of those trivia questions was like, which update did, what was it, like dueling or something come into?
Something like that, yeah.
And I see people calling out update numbers, and it's like, man, you remember, like,
yeah, right?
What number
went
that
into
was?
certain updates?
I have like, it's funny because internally I have like the files where it lists like where all the updates were and stuff.
Yeah,
and I
same.
still am like, oof.
Wow.
Wow.
I always tell Finn, like, when he sends bug fixes for the dungeons, I tell him, like, you got to include the DLC names. Like, I can't remember where every dungeon was in every DLC.
And that's funny because I usually remember things by number just because that's how we have things organized. So I'm like, oh, that's update 35 or 33, 31 or whatever. And then I'm like, what was the name of that again? And it's also because that name can kind of change from time to time. So we all refer to it as the number for far longer than the name has been around. So.
Yep.
Okay,
right.
what are we showing?
What's the update?
Base game stuff. First thing we want to show off, this is going to be on the PTS on Monday for Update 33. We have a new assistant that we're introducing. It is a deconstruction assistant. And she is. It's exactly what you expect it to be. So her name is Gilladil, the rag picker.
That is actually really useful.
She picks rags.
I wonder how much she costs.
You'll be able to grab her from the Crown Store on PTS to check it out. She does allow you to deconstruct
at least
weapons,
like 2,000 or 5,000
armor,
crowns,
jewelry,
right?
and glyphs for materials while you're out in the world, which is pretty cool.
Absolutely.
She does work pretty similarly to other assistants. So if you have players in your group or something, they can also use this assistant, which is pretty cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's fantastic to have her be here, and I can't tell you how many times I've
such a useful idea.
Entered a trial and be like, I forgot to mess with my inventory.
Yep.
And then
every time.
You don't want to just sell that stuff when you get
you don't want to drop it, you know what I mean? So you're like, all right, you want the mats, so
Exactly.
awesome.
Yep. So this way you don't have to
5,000
travel
crowns.
back and
Yeah,
forth.
I reckon you're right, Taser.
Summon her
and Isaac
when you need her and deconstruct all your stuff, and then whatever is deconstructed goes right into your inventory. Super easy.
Handy.
All right, we're going to close this giveaway really soon. So if you want to enter into that Alienware giveaway for the prize pack, keyword Alienware. Going to give it like 10 more seconds. So make sure you only have to type it once too. If you've already entered, you're good to go. All right, we are going to show off another thing that is coming to PTS. Now, this isn't launching with Update 33. It'll be in this PTS testing cycle, though, so we wanted to show it off ahead of time because it's pretty cool.
Had to get Mary out.
Got to get Mary out.
And a lot of people have asked about this.
Remember, it was like a year ago, maybe, when we had that multi-rider mount available to test, and then it just kind of went away because we needed to work on it a little bit. Well, not only do we have the Dwarven Spider back, but we've actually created an additional one. It's the Grand, did we say it was Pillion? Is that what we talked about?
Yep.
The Grand Pillion Draft Horse.
You can ride with your follower.
Now, what's cool about these and what we've also been working on is a player in your group can mount up with you, or your companion can mount up with you. It's pretty exciting. So again, this will be available on the PTS for you to check out on Monday if you're interested. I did just lock the giveaway, so any additional Alienware is coming in. I'm sorry. We will have an additional giveaway towards the end of the show.
All right.
Pretty cool, right?
That is cool. It's pretty. I wonder how that looks compared to another horse. It looks like it would be bigger, right?
I
guess you would think so.
I don't imagine it is. Maybe it is.
No, maybe a little bit.
It's not how horses work. They get longer, so you can fit 2 people.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome that she just kind of.
Oh, look at that synchronized.
Yeah. She's just going like, "What's up? Let's go!"
Awesome.
That's handy.
I mean, I don't want
That's
that
really
horse, but I want like a
Yeah, it's pretty
specific
awesome.
mount, like a cool apex mount.
All right,
with
do
a
we
double
want to
saddle.
show?
Dreamy.
Get
A
into the
house?
next thing? Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's exciting.
So
to me.
the
That
team
was
has worked on a
this
really
is a new
cool.
house.
Honestly, this is a pretty new type of house
Seavale Spire,
called the Seavale
underwater.
Spire.
Absolutely.
And this is the one we're going to take a look at. I think this will
Such
also
a
be on
cool
PTS on
house.
Monday.
Well, yes. Yeah, this is going to be available for testing.
How much do you reckon the house
On the
will cost,
PTS.
guys?
This house
We
is
know-
so cool.
We know
Later,
everybody
Taser.
has always asked, like, we want to see a preview of the house, so we.
Later,
doing
Taser,
that paired.
how much are the
Wow.
most
Yep.
expensive houses? This is going to be like top.
Once we get in, we're
premium
going to take
house,
a little
right?
tour. But as you can see from the loading screen, it's got a really cool aquatic theme.
Mhm. Yeah, this is
This is going to be a
arguably
lot.
maybe one of
A
my
lot of money.
favorite new houses that we've done lately. It's very unique and it has some really cool spaces that we'll show you. Well, at first we were just going to maybe show the outside, but we'll show you some of the spaces too.
Yes. And I can't wait to see how players decorate this one.
Oh my God. Like
I'm going to
the
put one
amount of
share in it and then just
housing
never
contests
return.
and competitions that
Yeah.
players
It's
are
like
able to put on. I know there's
10,000
like
crowns.
people get
Okay,
together
yeah.
with their guilds and
How
stuff.
much is that in
and
dollars?
It
There's
is
whole streams of
it
like
is
housing
nuts.
tours and stuff like that. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's really awesome to see. I love to jump into those streams. And just like, wow,
Oh.
you guys have like way more creativity than some of us do.
It's going
I
to be
know,
about
I look at like
$100.
I just
You put in,
chuck
like,
all
a
my
table
stuff into a
and-
house, right?
yep,
I'm just like, whatever. I
chests.
just got all the stuff in there, and
They create entire
Exactly.
marketplaces and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen, I think it was on Aries stream. There was like a entire, not a carousel, like a big Ferris wheel or something, and people have created spaceships. Like you don't have to make it
Amazing.
look like
Oh,
a house.
gosh.
Like you can create
Mhm.
anything, and it's just insane. All right, so again, the last
slight
giveaway for
technical
the
difficulty.
that's okay. We can talk forever. So
Yeah.
the last Alienware giveaway for the prize packs, we are contacting potential winners now. So make sure you're keeping an
new
eye on your
companions do
Twitch
anything different?
whispers. We will be whispering
No, well,
you
they'll
on
have
the
their own
Bethesda's Twitch
backstories
channel.
and their own skill related
And we
to
will
the
be doing
companion, like
one
Miri
additional
and,
giveaway
Bastion.
towards the end of the stream. Now, if
But there's
maybe
two new
you peeked already
companions,
at the legal
different
rules, you would see what
voices.
it is. It's a really high-end gaming monitor. So if you're interested in winning that, you definitely want to stick around because we will
Super
be giving
nice.
that away actually pretty soon. Pretty soon. All right. So for Monday with PTS, the way this is going to work, similar to previous PTS cycles, but in case you're new to it, what's going to happen is we'll bring PTS down Monday morning, Eastern time. It'll take a while to run maintenance because we're going to be doing a character copy. So all PCNA characters are going to be copied over, and that just takes a little while to run. We will be posting the patch notes sometime. Honestly, it depends on when
Just
I'm
made it
done.
here, what's
so I'll
happening?
do my best to
I'd
get
go
them done
back and
quickly.
watch the
But we
start.
will be posting them sometime during maintenance for PTS, so that way you have time to read everything and digest things. I will say they're not as long as previous patch notes. Like usually we're in like 40, 50 pages. I think these are only 28 or 30 or something, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, still a lot of work, right?
It
But
is, yeah.
not, I think the longest we've ever had was 80
So was the
something
house.
pages
Oh, wow.
1 year.
Yeah.
That was
Bloody hell.
that was years ago. But yeah, not making
Okay.
as many
I did not
changes.
expect it a lot
And
of this.
for anybody interested,
I like how
we
you
do
just
normally
get out of your
post
boat
a
and you're
combat preview.
underwater.
We'll be doing that tomorrow, so
Looks a
that
bit
way you have
wet.
time to read it, and it'll give you some insight into some of the things changing with combat. And again, it's not going to be anything super crazy. We're trying to do, smaller nips and tucks and tweaks here, just to kind of
This
help balance
seems
things
like
out.
inspired by the Coral
Okay.
Kingdoms.
We're
actually.
here.
If you want, I can go ahead and announce the giveaway winners, and then we can get into this house.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
That was the house.
All right, so our two winners
Our two winners
That-
is
I'm sorry, I'm trying to read the name. RNG, RSF and Tony. I don't know what that's supposed to say, but RNG, RSF and Tony, and Hi Stealth Boy. So congratulations
Nice.
to you both.
Congratulations.
Those
Won
dramatic
those
express.
really cool Alienware
BTS.
prize packs. So we will get in touch with you get your details, and get those shipped out to you.
That's
And we
outside
will
the
be doing
underwater house,
one
yep.
last giveaway
That
towards
makes
the end of
sense.
the stream.
I appreciate that. I've realized that.
All
one.
right.
Thank you.
Okay.
So this is the entrance to the house.
Yeah,
Coral
absolutely.
Kingdoms.
So you saw where you came in from the boat.
Look
Yep,
at that
right
water,
there.
mate. You can
Take
see
a boat.
So if you
straight through
follow
it.
the dock forward, you're going to find a whirlpool, which pulls you into the interior of the
Jesus.
house.
My fiance would hate
What
this.
a cool way to get into the house, right?
It is awesome. I like it.
Diving
Bloody hell.
in. So the courtyard here is
Oh, wow.
straight ahead.
Really cool entrance.
This is so pretty.
It is. And that outer section, that's a pretty big decoration space that you can decorate a lot of stuff
It's
out there.
Dwemer
too.
like in
Yep.
here.
And then the living chambers is on the left, and this cool underwater viewing room is on the right.
Which is
once
where
you're
we're
in
going to
here.
head first.
Yeah, he wants to show us the underwater viewing room. That's what we want.
So
man.
yeah, so the premise behind the house is you're actually underwater, if you see, because you dove down
Mhm.
and stuff. So now you have this kind of like cool aquarium
Oh, there's
view.
a pirate ship
You
there
know,
in
you
the
see the
background.
fish, you see bubbles out there,
I love
That's
it.
sick.
sunken ships.
Such
Yeah,
cool
this house
atmosphere.
is so cool.
One sec, what did that
This
pillar
house is
say?
so
Press
cool.
E for something.
So the boundaries the team set in here are fairly
Oh, you can
generous,
turn the
so
lights on
players
and off.
can build quite a bit at the surface level if they want to. And then the interior boundaries match the shape of the dome, more or less. So they can build up the front half of the ship, for example.
Here, I'll go
What?
to the dome.
Oh,
part
so you can
here.
build on the
I
ship
cannot
that was
wait
outside?
to see
That's
what
cool.
I
people
know,
create with
what
this,
people
because it
create with
already
this.
it already looks amazing. But like,
I find these houses are way too
Our-
big.
our
like, there's
players'
no way I have enough
creativity knows
money
no
or
bounds.
furniture to
Yeah.
like.
This is so cool. I
ever
think this is my
decorate
favorite
that.
spot in the house.
Yeah, right.
I think it looks awesome, but
This
like,
is so pretty.
oh, it's like are you underwater? Like a force field around.
I feel like we're all just taking a moment of silence
know,
to
right?
take it
I
all
know,
in,
I
right?
know.
So
Good,
good.
right? It reminds me of going to the
So-
National
it's so
Aquarium.
unique. This is
right?
definitely the
You know
best
what I
house
mean? Where
they've
you're
made.
just
Yes,
like,
yes.
yeah, it's so cool.
That's awesome.
Thing is, though, is I never buy furniture or visit my house, so I would not use
Such a
this.
cool-looking
but I
house.
love it.
So
It looks
again, this
amazing.
will be available on the PTS on Monday for you to test and check out, and maybe get some initial ideas on how you want to decorate it. You can discover all the little nooks and crannies in here, but
love the ship
we are
feature.
confident that you will find some really interesting ways to decorate this house.
Yes. We can't wait to see them.
I mean, I don't really plan
All
MMOs
right.
with the
So
graphics.
do we
want to
go over a few other things in here, or are you going to jump anywhere else, Finn?
I play this game for the lore
I don't
because I
think
like the Elder
I don't think I
Scrolls.
have anything else.
Okay, cool.
You guys do. I
Yep.
don't.
We do. So also coming up with update 33, and it'll be on the PTS, new rewards for the worthy and Imperial City item sets. So there's going to be 3 new item sets for rewards of the
nice.
worthy, and they're going to be in light, medium, and heavy. And then 3 new monster mask sets in Imperial City. The details will be in the PTS patch notes on Monday.
And we do have another thing for PvP players.
Exciting.
It is a brand new outfit style. So this is the Dragon Guard Berserker armor outfit style. This can only be obtained from the Imperial City vaults. This
Looks
is
alright.
a unique armor visual that gives those who are the most dedicated to PvP a new look that you can only get through PvP activities.
I feel
So
like the
the way
greaves don't
this
really make
works
sense.
is similar to obtaining the Nibonese Court Wizard style pages. So
Mhm.
if you have a higher Telvar Stone multiplier, it
shoulder.
increases your chances of obtaining one of the new style pages. So
Any PvP players in the chat?
basically,
How good are you?
What do you guys think?
yes,
Yeah.
you need to put in some effort for this.
Yeah,
And
throw that
additionally, we want to make sure that we are kind of retaining the prestige of this appearance. So any of the items attained for building this outfit cannot be traded. You need to earn it yourself.
Get good.
Get good. So that'll be something really special for you to kind of show off and show that you are a PvPer and you've been in there
You earned
working
it
on
yourself.
it and you earned it.
I don't think I
So
could
enjoy.
earn that.
And Matt Fire, our game director, he did post an update on PvP and sort of our next steps for PvP and helping with performance. It's on the forums, on the ESO forums, posted it maybe a couple weeks ago. So please be sure and check that out for kind of the most up-to-date information on what is going on with PvP and Cyrodiil.
Yes. Good call out.
Thank you. All right. One more thing we wanted to touch on here. Again, this is something that we've seen from players. It's a nice quality of life feature that we've been working on, and we're excited to get it out to everybody with Update 33. It starts with an A. It is account-wide achievements. So beginning with Update 33, most of your achievements are going to be tracked on an account-wide level. So that means an achievement that you earn on one character will be shown as complete on all of your characters.
Oh, thank God.
Right?
So you don't need to collect separate sky shards.
Titles are also going to be account-wide, so any title you've earned on one character, you'll be able to use on all your other characters as well.
Oh my God,
Now, when this goes live, and also on PTS, you will need to log in on each of your characters in order to register the achievements and the titles. So make sure that you log into all of them. If you just do one, it's not going to populate all of them.
When does that update come out?
Now, let me pull up my notes here.
Finally.
So,
God
achievements
bless.
are account-wide, but there are a few things that are usually tracked via achievements that are still going to be tracked on an individual character basis. So, I guess we can go down the list real quick, right? It's going to be in the patch,
but
just
mud crabs.
quickly, just to kind of set the expectations here. Enchanting rune knowledge achievements and just the knowledge of runes in general. Motif crafting knowledge, lore books read, including the Shalador's Library and Eidetic Memory. Sky shards obtained by a character. Public dungeon group event achievements and Dragon Guard Sanctum daily achievements. So those will not be included, but everything else will be. So we're very excited.
Is the Sky Shard achievement shared?
Coming in Update 33.
Because if it is...
Yes. And one other thing we're very excited to bring to our PlayStation players is finally, we've got the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 trophy sync coming. So beginning with Update 33, players who play on both PS4 and PS5 will see their PlayStation trophies properly sync up. So all you have to do for that is just simply log into your characters that have completed the appropriate in-game achievements, and then you'll obtain the matching trophies.
Yes.
This is...
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say one thing about account-wide achievements, that is per server, I believe.
Yes,
that makes sense. Yeah.
So that if you're NA, all of your characters on the NA will have the account-wide achievements, but it won't carry over to consoles or EU.
Right.
Yeah, and that's a good thing to call out specifically on PTS because typically we'll swap character copies halfway through. So we'll start with NA, PC NA for a couple weeks, and then do a character copy for PC EU. When that happens, your achievements are not going to cross over to that. So just wanted to call that out. Okay, well, all
right,
Finn.
Yes,
it has been a pleasure as always.
As always.
There's some achievements that
we are going to move on to a few other things, but thank you.
Times. You can't add up like 3 characters. You only have to do it with 1 character.
I'm sure we'll see you around on other streams.
We might. Yeah.
Maybe we'll ask you again.
Wait. Before we let Finn go, did we want to take a look at that statue?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Since he can hold it up. Oops, sorry. People are home.
Yeah, so Finn has the Ascendant Lord statue that is available for pre-order on the Bethesda store. So that's what it looks like.
It's plastic.
So this is a little misleading because it has a glow from his screen, I think, or maybe it's the keyboard. It's not that blue in real life.
Screen.
No, it's not blue at all. That's definitely coming from the screen. We'll show you some photos too.
We will. But yeah, it's about 8 inches tall. It's very hefty. It's fully painted. It looks really nice. So yeah, good call.
It's really awesome. All the little coins are colored.
It looks
this is
nice.
a really cool statue.
Yes,
for sure.
Sadly, I'm downsizing, so I cannot buy
All right,
this.
Finn. Well, thank you again. Yeah, right. I'll just be taking this.
Take this home.
All right. Well, thank you again.
So that's not with the collector's edition. You have to buy it separately.
I'll see you guys later.
And just as a reminder, everything that we showed you today during the post-show stream, Update 33 and the Ascending Tide DLC is launching on PC, Mac, and Stadia on March 14th, and then on consoles, March 29th. And it will be coming to PTS this Monday, the 31st. So keep an eye out on the forums for the PTS patch notes and you will be able to actually hop in and try this out if you have a PC or Mac account on Monday.
Kicking off the legacy of the Bretons story.
Yes. All right. So we are going to be wrapping up pretty soon. We do want to go over some really cool merchandise that you can pre-order or even potentially get right now. So we're going to start off with a few things available in the Bethesda Gear Store. These are all available for pre-order now. The first is actually the statue that Finn just showed you. This is the Ascendant Lord statue. It is a limited edition, only 1,500 available worldwide. So it is about 8 inches tall, as you saw when Finn was holding it. And that sword that he's holding is actually a letter opener.
It does not included.
Super handy to open all those secret messages from the
There's
Knight's
a YouTube
Order,
video I'll show you guys.
Maybe, you know, the spam mail that you may get, because I know I certainly get enough of it. Awesome statue. We also have a lithograph featuring the High Art, or the High Isle art. Wow, yes. It has been a week. It hasn't even been a week.
The lithograph is $45.
High Isle key art.
Really nice artwork.
This is limited to 400 worldwide. It is hand numbered, so the one that you get will have the number that you purchased, which is pretty cool. It's about 24 by 18 in size, so pretty sizable, and it's on very nice high quality paper. The last thing that you can get from the Bethesda Gear Store for pre-order is the High Isle Ouroboros t-shirt. Now, this is featuring our brand new Ouroboros for the year, which is one of my favorites. I think it's really cool. It has that Ouroboros on the front. It has Legacy of the Bretons on the back. This is a unisex 100% cotton t-shirt, so plan accordingly if you are pre-ordering this shirt.
Love it. We also have some partners that we've been working with for some deals, as well as some exclusive offers. So the first one is Displate. So the Displate is currently running a promo that is 27% off all Elder Scrolls posters until February 2nd. The code is right there, TESO27. So Displate creates one-of-a-kind metal posters in all different sizes. They're really nice. I think Gina actually has one at her house right now.
I do.
You can get gloss or matte, framed or not. They have a lot of different options, and they have some ESO art. The next one is our friends at Loot Crate. They have a new Naryu-themed crate for February. It's an $80 value full of exclusive merch, such as this Morik Tong hoodie. You can use the code NARYU to get 10% off. It's valid now until February 3rd. And the crate is available to order until February 15th. So get it before it's gone.
Now, the last thing we want to announce, we have recently done a collaboration with Chip Theory Games. They are creating a brand new Elder Scrolls themed tabletop game, which we're super excited about. So if you're not familiar, Chip Theory Games is a very talented, independent board game designer and publisher. They are known for high-end premium components. So this is going to be a really sweet tabletop game. We would like to show everyone a short video that just kind of gives you a first look at what Chip Theory has been working on for us. So enjoy.
Hello, I'm Josh Carlson, co-founder of Chip Theory Games. And today, I'm excited to officially announce our next big box game. While we're still in the early stages of development, we wanted to give you a sneak peek of the overall scope and thought process and some of the unique ideas that are fueling this massive initiative. Here's a brief behind-the-scenes look at what we've been working on.
Okay. I love tabletop, so... Betrayal of the Second Era, so it's based in the same timeline.
Chip Theory Games is an industry leader in premium board game experiences.
A lot of dice.
We create expansive worlds with gorgeous components, intricate mechanics, and immersive stories. Fans of our games discover new secrets and strategies with every adventure. And now we're bringing that same energy and approach to the world of Tamriel.
We have the rare opportunity to bring you into Tamriel in a way you've never experienced before. We're taking the best aspects of the game and fusing them with the things that make our tabletop creations so compelling, including replayability, strategic depth, and pristine illustrated art.
See his keyboard.
Our game is
the
set
new
during
artwork.
the events featured in Elder Scrolls Online, and we're really happy to be working with the ESO team to make sure the world feels lived in and authentic. We've chosen to tell a story of a conspiracy that spans the entire continent of Tamriel. The game will have its own unique storyline related to Mannimarco's attempt to meld the physical plane of Nirn with Cold Harbor. And that allows players to visit all of their favorite locations, but in new and exciting ways.
The Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Age is a 1-to-4-player cooperative tabletop game. Each player has access to a wide array of skill lines and professions, ever-changing starting locations, and frequent opportunities for character customization throughout the adventure. Battles reward the clever use of character abilities along with strategic positioning. How you choose to upgrade your character will inform your unique approach to every combat.
Tamriel is a rich place, full of vibrant characters and diverse environments, and as one of the artists on this project, I am excited to bring the people and places of this world to a whole new medium.
Each session will have a critical path quest, but the way you approach that quest is up to you.
There's a massive amount of randomized enemies to encounter, and each region has its own quest deck, overland deck, and site level deck that will keep you coming back for more.
Players are going to be shocked at just how familiar yet different this game feels. We're inviting you into a world you already know, but we're giving you a different lens with which to view it.
This is truly just the tip of the iceberg. We're so excited to share more with you throughout 2022.
That looks interesting. We had a few little glimpses there. Seems like a sort of resource hexagonal sort of game. I'm not gonna lie, Modifius also do a very good board game, which I've covered on the channel.
I can't wait to get my hands on that
Skyrim
one.
tabletop game.
Boy, guess who wasn't paying attention to the right screen? Me. I thought we still had plenty of time, and I'm just sitting here typing over here. It's cool. It's cool.
You know,
go ahead.
No. Let's. I think we have a giveaway, and then I'll say what I was going to say.
Yeah, we do. Just a reminder that the tabletop game that you just saw, The Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era, it is coming to GameFound this fall. We will have an article on the Elder Scrolls Online website next week with some more details, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. All right. We are going to run our last giveaway of the day.
Right, guys, while they do this giveaway, I just want to show you this. This is the Ascendant Lord statue, and there's a YouTube video here that actually shows you like the letter opener. So let's have a look.
Keyword for the Alienware 25 gaming monitor, which is really nice.
Okay, so that's the statue. The sword is the letter opener. I quite like that. It looks like it's plastic though, so I don't know how strong it is. So this is the unboxing.
It's not going to be crabs, no. What should it be instead?
Doesn't come with a game.
Jakarn?
Unlike all the other statues they usually do.
I don't know how to spell that. Let's just go with monitor.
Okay, so that's the... It looks alright.
It's late for a lot of people.
I cannot buy this. His thighs are thick, man.
For the Alienware gaming monitor, all you have to do is type in monitor.
Turn around. Can he open a letter? No, he didn't open a letter with it. Okay, that's the letter opener.
You do need to be eligible to win. We have a list.
The letter opener is made out of hard plastic, though. It's not metal.
So be sure and check that out. You can do exclamation.
What is it metal? I don't know.
If you want to see it in Twitch chat,
Can't tell.
otherwise we do have the rules up available on the ESO
Nice details to it, though.
that you can see. All right.
Okay.
Let's recap.
Oh no!
What I was you wanted to talk.
No, yeah. What I was going to say.
It looks like it's made out of metal. I don't know.
In the studio, which feels
I can't tell.
It's been almost 2 years.
Literally years ago. Yes.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
So there were groups of employees who would play tabletop games in the break rooms at lunchtime, and I can't wait to see this new tabletop game from Chip Theory being played at Sauce. It'll be really fun. It'll be a good time. Maybe later this year.
Fair
Maybe
enough.
in the fall when it comes out.
Oh, so she just leaked the release date. It's coming out in the fall.
We're gonna recap.
Nice.
Give you a quick rundown of everything you need to know before we say goodbye.
There's been a lot today, yes.
There has been a lot, so we're going to give you a quick rundown.
Let me show you guys.
So, launch date reminders. So Ascending Tide and Update 33 launch on PC, Mac, and Stadia on March.
I mean, this is just a recap now. So, me and Modifius Games played through the Skyrim tabletop This, I don't know what the other one's going to be like because I haven't played it, but this was awesome. I really enjoyed it. It was like a 4-player co-op experience tabletop game. So if you like tabletop games, go and watch this video. The title is I Played Skyrim Too Early. It's a board game. You can also buy the project as well. There's an affiliate link here if you do buy it. I think I was getting like 8%. But like I'm going to get this game. It looks awesome. I'm going to play it with my friends. And then also, I have a tabletop channel. What's that? Where is it? Tabletop channel. Where they have same guys make tabletop miniatures as well. So they have another board game for the Elder Scrolls, and you can see all the companions from the Elder Scrolls series just here. So check out it's called ESO Tabletop, and I talk about their most recent update. But they have another one coming out as well. They got like Dark Brotherhood miniatures and stuff. Really cool, high quality resin miniatures. So I recommend checking this out. I won't link it below, but you guys can search for it.
So we also announced all the different versions that you can pre-purchase right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going through the same thing now, so I'm just going to mute that. I mean, you guys have seen everything that they have now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget I have no G Fuel left, but you can grab it for 30% off from the link below. It's a sugar-free energy drink, and I'll actually see you guys tomorrow because I'm going to be live streaming again. We're going to be doing some uncut actual gameplay of me just playing the Elder Scrolls Online. It will be a lot more engaging, like I'll actually be responding to the chat all the time, and I won't just be like listening and watching a video and reacting to it. So it'll be like more of a hangout, and we'll be playing through the Deadlands, which is part 2 of the Elder Scrolls Online Gates of Oblivion Deadlands Blackwood DLC that released last year. The second part of it came out just a few months ago, so we'll be playing through that tomorrow. The link for that is down below in the description if you want to join. I hope to see you there tomorrow, guys. Thanks so much for watching this with me. I am still like really confused as to like this mount looks really cool, but I'm really confused as to what this card game is. I really want to see more about that. Like usually a game within a game is like quite a risky thing to do, but it seems like it's going to be a fun alternative to pass the time. But I don't know how much time I'll spend on it personally. I will definitely stream tomorrow, dude. Probably like 4 p.m. GMT or like just after midday for American time. But I'll see you guys there. So have a lovely evening and farewell. Goodbye. Oh, we haven't seen this actually. These outfits are new. New costume. Don't know if I'm a huge fan, but it looks interesting. And these are the new crown crates. I don't know what's inside those. But they've got like tons of crazy Apex mounts. Maybe we'll unbox some crown crates tomorrow. I've got like so many crowns, so